hold the line what I told mom. Been a slow grind since '09, so just say the word and it's go time. What the fuck do y'all take me for? They ain't even wanna take me in. Break the walls, I'm Chris Jericho, it's no miracle, I'm in the place I'm in. Any pad that I place my pen, body bag and that pays my rent. You know how many days I spent putting in work, this the thanks I get. There's no telling when the race might end, I could probably run forever at the pace I've hit. Shoot the shot and just in case I miss, I'ma crash the board until it break my wrist. It's the real, we don't wanna listen to the fake I spit, let the gray mind shift. Paradise, I'm trying to find my paradise, I pray I never let the snake eyes hit. Ready for the chase, I've been on a run, I'ma run shit no matter what state I'm in. Every time the baseline hit, I just fade to black to make it back to state some facts. From the cake I spin to the late night shifts, I ain't holding back. Heard from the grapevine, y'all trying to take mine, now you in a cage with a canine. We been at this for a long time, from the dark side to get no shine. Going underground to find a gold mine, I'm digging. Yeah, hold the line what I told mine. Been a slow grind since '09, so just say the word and it's go time, I'm in it. Yeah, we been at this for a long time, from the dark side to get no shine. Going underground to find a gold mine, I'm digging. Hey, hold the line what I told mine. Been a slow grind since '09, so just say the word and it's go time, I'm in it.
건너편에 앉아있어 한 걸음씩 가까이 더 기다리다 보면 알겠지 너 따라가다 보면 나는 네 자취를 남겨줘 세상에는 아마도 정말로 너 뿌리고 나갈 때 널 따라가줘 baby 그대의 어깨에 두 손은 안 놔요 아무것도 가진 것 없이 나 babe 아직도 나 feeling you 온통한 I don't need to wake up 아직 Switch it up, take it, set me on a trip, fill it up. Got a new style, better way, ready, I'm ready. Tryna be steady, walking on a thin line. Rip it back, get the back for you. Take me back to the past, cause I'm feeling numb. Travel to a better time when I was feeling dumb. Happiness, we were so intact. Got the butterflies, got me intact. Now we done stand still. What's up with that? 어깨에 두 손은 안 놔요. 아무것도 가진 것 없이 나 babe. 아직도 나 feeling you 온통한. I don't need to wake up 아직.
So many demons inside of my life, you without the cell. 비 오는 나는 이 비 오는 소리 듣고 when I locked in the cell. I've been counting the bill. 아침이 올 때까지 man, cause this is for real. Yeah, this is for real. 꿈에서 나타난 아마 struggle for deal. 아마가 하라고 해서 I still remember that. I lost my way, now I'm running back. Folk in the world, you know I chose to grow. 흑수저 아인의 편명이고. You know why they be calling me filthy, right? 아무것도 없는 애한테 건너 that fight. I came from the gutter, now 어쩌면 told you speak on my name. I'm talking payback. 피 흘려 기억해 나한테 욕을 했던 날 의심했던 조심해 알겠지 baby 난 벌어 big sex You playing this game you looking insane and I think you know that 돈이 문제라면 My vision is blurred 내 머릿속 초록색 paper my goal 내 목표고 색다른 rhythm of money and flow 돈이 My vision is 2020 flipping the cash 빨리 털어야지 아직 하나까지 목을 시작 안 했지 I put my heart in this game talk about practice I got the answer you don't understand it 지겹긴 하지 난 아직 힘들지 거리를 잃었던 넘치는 겁이 그 이후로 That's why I'm alone do not disturb me more 외톨이 변해 그 편에 앉아있던 혼자서 sitting myself on the throne You don't know 내가 걸어왔던 홀로 싸우기만 했던 I'm on though Go out but I'm playing that solo Feeling like I'm on the cast of my own show In the matrix going slow-mo Red blue pill take it all in one go 싸우기만 했던 I'm on though Go out but I'm playing that solo 비혈력 기억해 나한테 욕을 했던 날 의심했던 조심해 알겠지 baby 난 벌어 big stacks You playing this game you looking insane and I think you know that 돈이 문제라면 My vision is blurred 내 머릿속 초록색 페이퍼만 고 내 목표고 색다른 rhythm of money and flow 돈이 문제라면 My vision is 2020 flipping the cash 빨리 털어야지 아직 하나까지 목을 시작 안 했지 돈이 문제라면 My vision is blurred 내 머릿속 초록색 페이퍼만 고 내 목표고 색다른 rhythm of money and flow 돈이 문제라면 My vision is 2020 flipping the cash 빨리 털어야지 아직 하나까지 목을 시작 안 했지
I was born for it, I was made for it. Working before I was paid for it. Ain't no finish line, I'm trying to race to it. I'ma run this shit after the tape torn. Can't be easing up, I keep the speed. I need that paper busting out the ring. I don't just love it, nigga, I'm a fiend. That's why I'm never running out of steam. And yeah, I'm the pastor, but I'm a heathen. I gotta get it beat. Some bereavement, we ain't just in the league, we the leads. And pushing it till we see every region, pedal the flow. Middle of the clip, let the editor know. I got the temperature sweltering, never so effortless. Referencing what's in the toe. Don't mention my name, it's next to the goat. Traumatized through all the years. Still I rise, I'm hard to kill. Before they lay me down the hill, I pray the Lord my sights reveal. All enemies in sight and he holds true to words that God forgives. Close your eyes and guard your ears. Close your eyes and guard your On the way to get a plate, I had to elevate and clear the slate. Before I could ever make them up the rate, it was some different routes I had to take. I'm at a different height and they can feel it. Been cruising at 30K, the view was great. I'm trying to take this shit up through the ceiling. No limit on anything I never take, cause I'm in demand this year. I stuck to the plan, it's clear. Yeah, I got a brand to build, applying pressure with no plans to chill. Put me in that prime time, this is special, I'm keeping the schedule feel. No time for the extra at all, I got it unlocked to conceal. I ain't trying to play, I'm in the field all day. I hit the top speed, still pushing it, that's how it is all day. Didn't know I had a shot, but I took it, cause I know the winds won't wait. That's just a risk I take, that's just a risk I take. When I lose, my eyes are even, there's a risk to all achievement. I'd rather live a lesson than die regretful. I earn this level, I burn my devils and turn this fate to my side. Put in the prep for the moment to rise, and I ain't planning to let up, I'm like a collectible, only get better with time. Every day a new prime, edges serrated, I sharpen the mind. Play with this blade and your life on the line. Top of the morning, you know I'ma shine, you know I'ma shine. I'm feeling revived, refinery, you know I've been through the fire. Flawless the victory right in my hand. Literally, it gon' take more than they got to get rid of me. I ain't trying to play, I'm in the field all day. I hit the top speed, still pushing it, that's how it is all day. Didn't know I had a shot, but I took it, cause I know the winds won't wait. That's just a risk I take, that's just a risk I take.
Come on, move out the way so I can get through. That's too hard. Alright, cool.
She just wanna party all night. We be two stepping in the back of the dive.
Oh man. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, folks, and happy Saturday, folks, on this nice cloudy day coming to you live from Missouri. And man, I think yesterday I took a day off yesterday. I had to get had to think about my story and stuff over the last couple of days, and had to make some changes to it or whatever. But I think I kind of know what I want. Now, the other day, I actually took all the stuff I've done so far and slapped it together in one video. I posted up on Twitter, I think on Facebook, and this is what I got so far. Turned the music off because I do believe the music is copyrighted. I just remember I said, I think this music might be copyrighted. So, but I'm going to redo it. I got some good feedback on it, stuff I should take care of. I got somebody even said I had some timing issues and stuff like that. I think the reason why I had the timing issues because I was going crazy with the time warp. I was using time warp and a lot of the on a lot of the stuff. So some stuff might look kind of off, but like I said, this is just me running through the animation and doing some quick renders just to see what I got. Most of the work I do is done inside of Iclone. When it gets to this point, it's like to the point to where I'm ready to go back and refine it because there's actually dialogue in this stuff. I just haven't got that voice actors to do the lines or anything. I haven't really got nothing, no voice actors, no nothing for this yet. I have the script and everything together to a point. All this is pretty much written out, plotted out, and this is basically me blocking out everything and putting in my camera, see what I like, what I don't like. Now, in between some of these scenes, there's actually extra stuff that needs to be animated, but as for the main, like eye-catchy, eye-grabby parts, this is what I would call a previs. This is all this is. This is all this is a rendered previs. I still got stuff that I got to fix with the animation, especially with some of the characters, like the one part where the guy's walking with the gun, he kind of like glitches. I gotta go back and fix that, and that's gotta take some work. I already worked that animation twice already. Now I see what I did and what I'm supposed to fix, and I'm gonna go back and do that shortly. Can't wait to get some dialogue and stuff done for this. The thing about it is like I've been powering through a lot of it to get it done, and it's coming out. I'm getting the look. I mean, at this point, when I'm working on the animation, I'm trying to get the look down, trying to get the cameras right, trying to get the atmosphere right. And some scenes like that's why I do a lot of these renders. That's why I go and take the stuff and before I even had the voice acting is to get the look, get all my camera set up and all this stuff. And so far it's looking really good. The animation itself still needs to be refined a little bit. I know that. But it's not good. It's not bad for a first pass though. Not bad for a first pass. So I'm gonna go back, gonna do some when I get the next couple of scenes done, then I'll go back and start the process of fixing the animation and stuff like that. I got my cameras and stuff like that all set up. Mostly it's the environment that I was hoping that I get right, especially with these little laser bars right here. I might replace those with something else. Might have something I can replace those with, not too sure, but something that looks a little cooler effect I can do with those. But yeah, man, this is looking good, especially his scenes with my little ninja robot here, ninja cyborg guy. He looks pretty cool, and I'm liking it. I'm liking the whole feel. Can't wait to get to the part where he gets the guys together and they break out of prison. That's going to be the coolest part because that's where all the action and stuff. Like this scene, I only made this part 2 minutes long, and I said I want to make a introduction to the characters, one by one. So sort of kind of like a throwback to like those old school Magnificent Seven or something like that. You're gonna see like the main character. You're gonna see like the main character. I don't know. I forgot what movie I got this off of, but it was sort of like I saw this movie and this guy was going to get locked up in his jail. It's an old Western, matter of fact. I can't remember the fucking movie, name of it for nothing. But the guy, he's like getting escorted and he's getting passed by all these cells. And as you go through past all the cells, you see all these different characters, interesting, not just like background characters, but interesting looking characters, appealing looking characters that have to like this mystique to them. It's like, hey, they look cool. I mean, what's his story? Well, what's her story? And as you look at as I look, I can't remember. I mean, I haven't seen this film since I was like 11, right? I used to watch it, sit down on weekends with my dad and watch some of westerns, and sometimes my dad would watch some good westerns, sometimes he wouldn't, But the good ones that I did watch with him were pretty cool. So I remember as a kid, I remember watching it. I sat down there and watched it. I saw how cool it was for this guy. Like the guy is going to be the hero, and he's in a shit ass town, and everybody's corrupt, and he just happened to come to this town, and they take him. He wasn't going to pay. He wasn't going to pay nobody nothing. And he took him, put him in jail. As he walked, he saw other people that were in there and interesting people. So I just took that's been in my head since I was 11. I was like, and then when I got older, I was like, you know what? That was a cool scene. I can't remember the name of the western for nothing. Maybe somebody will know. But so yeah, so that's where I got that from. The scene from, and the whole thing about it is the guy got arrested on purpose because his brother was locked up, and he devised a plan to have all these other people get locked up in the same place, and then he finally gets there. It's when he does the jailbreak, and all the people that are in there already know him, and but his brother don't know those people. His brother don't even know that he's getting bailed out or getting out of jail, but it's all good, But that's the kind of a cool ass story, I always said, like, man, like I don't know what the western is. I don't remember what the western was, that I saw a long time ago when I was a kid. But like when I got into comics and stuff like that, got into comics and animation and filmmaking, I always had in the back of my head, I always wanted to do something like that because that was like nostalgia, It's like, well, what if I did it? And then like when I was 11, then I got older and I saw like The Empire Strikes Back. I was really into Star Wars and stuff like that and all type of science fiction. I said, what if I took that and made it like put it like a galaxy far, far away? What if I did my version of Star Wars, right? So it's basically actually my version of Star Wars would be a lot more grittier. We wouldn't have no it was more like when I got older, I started getting into cyberpunk and stuff like that. I said, okay, well, I want to do something like a Star Wars. See, cyberpunk, I don't think there's a lot of space travel in cyberpunk, right? I mean, I have not seen cyberpunk is all like relegated to cities or only planet. You might have space travel going between like the colonization of Mars and shit like that, but it's rarely talked about in cyberpunk. But I said, why don't I just mix cyberpunk with Star Wars? Star Wars is sort of kind of cyberpunk, but it has like the little magic shit to it, the force and stuff like that. So I decided that I was going to like say, what if I did it, but I sort of kind of took out like instead of having magic, we'll have something else. The force and all that stuff. I wouldn't have that in my universe. I have something totally different framework. So I came up with a whole lot of stuff, characters, and I really want this to be, as much as I can character driven, as far as the film goes, I try to make interesting characters. I try to design interesting characters. I try to put like interesting aspects to everything I'm doing, like especially at the end here when you see this guy right here, because I was like, this guy looks cool. When I saw him, I was like, hey, this guy looks cool. And I don't have a Chewbacca. I don't have my Chewbacca type character, And I said, well, here we go. Because originally Chewbacca was based off a Labrador Retriever that I think George Lucas had, but somehow it went from a Labrador Retriever to whoever the Wookiee was in Star Wars. So I say I just make my character to a straight up vicious ass like werewolf looking like guy wearing fucking armor, make him look cool, as far as the hero who gets locked up, I worked on him. I found a really cool outfit for him and stuff like that. Put some tattoos going down his arm. It gave me these cool ass shades, the hair, the wavy, slick back hair, whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's slick back. I think it's just like he's got I guess like he got like a wavy afro on his side, so they put it in a ponytail or something. I don't know. But yeah, this outfit looks cool. I mean, it took me a while to import. Like this is actually an outfit from Dash Studio, and I had to take the thing apart inside a blender and piece by piece, and then bring it into Iclone and create my character and fit my character to the outfit and everything. But yeah, that was something else. Now the robot, I got the robot from the Fab store. Then this guy right here, I made this guy. It's like a little blue alien type thing. This guy's really a stand-in for another character that I haven't made yet. But I need that character, and I just say I'll just grab him, stick him in the cell. Then when I get a chance, I'll go ahead and make the other character that's gonna get into that little spot there. So that's the guy right there. He's not the guy's brother, but this guy and the wolf guy are partners, and they fly a ship. He's basically my Han Solo. He's basically Han Solo in my story. Like my story don't really have no parallels, but I know what I want my story, and I know what I want it to be about. Like I said, I really do like Star Wars a lot. I like the original 3 movies that came out. I like the prequels are pretty cool. I mean, they were tolerable. Don't care for anything that came after. Don't care for too much anything that came after Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi wasn't that all that great, but I mean it was still good. I liked it. When I was a kid, I liked it. But the next 3 movies that came after Jedi, I didn't care too much about. Oh, the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was pretty cool too. I like the Mandalorian. The first 2 seasons. So yeah, so that's basically the breakdown of what I'm doing. So it's like this, folks. So what I do is like I go through all the scenes that I feel like they're important, right? So I animated all this stuff. I still got to go back and clean up some animation, whatever. And then I do these little test reels, and this is a test reel, and I put together these little 2-3 minute test reels, and I put them out there on the internet for people to look at to see, get some feedback from it. The thing about this is like it usually be either I put music to it or whatever, but the thing is like take all the cuts I've done and put it out there to see if the direction I'm going with this is something that's going to be appealing to everybody else. I'm testing the audience, so I put it out there, and people like it. People like it. I get feedback from it. People got some people who be animators and say like this one lady told me about this about my timing. I was like, yeah, I know that, but it's like I said, this is something I'm just putting out there for you guys to get your hands on and see what I'm doing and checking it out. What's up, Jada? What's up, Quasi? Let me do this. There we go. And like I said, these are just test renders. These are test renders that I put together in a sequence to see if the direction I'm going with my storytelling is appealing to the audience, of the people who are going to watch it. Now, this is not the final product, right? This is not the final product. Final product is gonna look a lot better. It's gonna have voice acting. It's gonna have sound. It's gonna have all the other stuff. But right now, I have to have my story written out. And sometimes, based on what people say, I have to go back and change it because I'm like, yeah, you know what, they're right. I need to do this, need to do that. I just need to flow a little bit better here. But don't think about it. It's like test your audience. Like it took me 2 weeks to make this. 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks to make. Let's see. I started this at the end of June, right? I think I started this end of June. Yeah, I think I started this. Go back a month. I think I started this like on the 20th. I think I started working on this on the 22nd of June, and we're like the 3rd week, and I think I kind of finished it up like last weekend, and then I made the test reel, the test video, and I just had it out there for like a week now just to get some feedback, and the feedback's been great. People like it. I got a lot of people loving it and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna keep going the route I'm doing, making interesting, appealing stuff, working on the story. Oh yeah, he is looking pretty cool. Yeah, no, I had to like with this guy right here, man. I had to do something. I had to put like a coolness factor in here, for characters, because everybody like I wanted to put not quite that much of a fantasy spin on what I'm doing. I wanted to put some cool shit. I just want to put some cool shit that I would have liked to have saw when I was watching Star Wars. It's cool stuff. Like Battle, you gotta watch stuff like Battle Beyond the Stars, Star Wars, The Last Starfighter, stuff like that. You gotta take how they had their characters, their aliens, all that stuff, and how they were just like, extensions of people's personality. That's what it is. So so yeah, this guy came out looking pretty cool, pretty tough. I think he's one of the better designs I did. Yeah, but everything else, I think I kit bashed this guy together. I want like a space smuggler, type of character. Give him the leather jacket, the dark clothing, the dark look, the wild hair, crazy beard, type of thing. Everything that I wish like Han Solo had. Like I had to make my version of Han Solo. Then I had to bring like I was watching what's his name? Zack Snyder's Star Wars. What was it called? Oh fuck! No, Zack Snyder did. It was on Netflix. That Zack Snyder's, I guess, his Star Wars or whatever that he did, and he has some interesting concepts, like the lady who had like these like laser swords or whatever. They were like lightsabers, but so I say, you know what? I kind of like that. I got to go back and watch it again because I don't think I watched the last episode of that. I forgot what the fuck's the name of that damn Zack Snyder film. It's on Netflix. I forgot. But I'm gonna go back and watch it again. I have to like if I go and watch a Zack Snyder because he got like the Snyder cut and the regular version of the film. Then he got the Snyder cut, which is like actually like a longer version of it. I'm probably gonna watch the Snyder cut of it and watch it again. But he has some pretty cool, interesting concepts. I just think that the story was just it was just long as hell. But I was like, okay, I like ninjas, so I put a space ninja in here, and space ninja doing space ninja stuff, doing his kata and jumping around his cell and working out because he's a space ninja. He's keeping his discipline going, you know. Then we have their, every good story needs their Catwoman s type of Catwoman, I guess, type of Selena Kyle type of character. And I was like, I always wanted to put like Halle Berry in one of my movies. So I was like, I can make my own Halle Berry, and give her that nice physique and everything and stuff like that. So that's what I did with this character. And this won't be her only appearance in my story. She also runs with a group of mercenaries, and I have animated that. I have it laid out. I just haven't I just don't have the stuff I need inside of Unreal to do that whole animation yet for her and her crew. I mean, I already got it animated. I got the whole thing written out. I animated her scene with her crew maybe about like 2 years ago. I did it like 2 years ago. It's just been sitting on my hard drive, and I'm waiting to get this certain prop. I'm waiting to get my hands on this prop. This is like a couple $100, and it's actually I think it's a cyberpunk city. And the thing about it is like when I introduce her and her crew, they're flying through that freaking city, and it's an Unreal. And I'm like, I need that in order for me to animate her scene or her characters and stuff. I need that city. That city is like $200 or $300, and I'm like, I might have to do a GoFundMe or something to get that sucker. But yeah, her characters are animated. Yes, you need. Yes. What was that? Battle Beyond the Stars. Now that's throwback, right? Yeah. Battle Beyond the Stars was some cool shit, man. I was forget, folks. this was like in the 80s, right? I'm an 80s kid, not an 80s baby, but an 80s kid. I was born in the 70s and lived the greatest years of America in the 80s. 80s was like the best time of my life because it was so much stuff. I thought about growing up. I mean, that's when I got introduced to anime, sci-fi, and a whole bunch of stuff, and as a kid, I remember that stuff, like all the stuff I liked, We had Transformers, we had Mask, we had all that cool shit that you people flock to today. If you're my age, you're my age, So what I did was Battle Beyond the Stars was a straight up throwback to those days, those great days of being a kid, waking up on Saturday morning or hanging out with your friends, over their house. You spent the night at your friend's house, whatever, and you're up on Saturday. And sometimes you went out and played. If there was a cool movie coming on, you sit at their house and you watch the freaking movie. Battle Beyond the Stars and the first Star Wars movies will always our go-to shit, go-to shit. We always watch that shit, And I remember Battle Beyond the Stars is basically a take on Seven Samurai, and I like that aspect, and that's one of the aspects I like doing with what I'm doing. I take some of that stuff. You got to watch the original Seven Samurai. You can I think you can catch it on Max. I think Max has it. You can watch it. I like movie Ronin. I think it's called Ronin or something like that. That was fucking good. It's a lot of stuff that I reference throughout my filmmaking. Stuff that I liked when I was a kid. Now, there's a big difference between the stuff I put in my film as I grew up as a kid versus putting my shit in my life in a film, because I think the problem is with Disney, Pixar, all this shit is that you got too many directors reliving their childhood through film, right? And I don't mean like how I talk about I pull stuff from my childhood and put it in my film. I take like the cool shit, the fantasy, the escapism that I had for what these films provided for me. I don't take like my actual childhood trauma and try to turn it into a cartoon animation that's like a multi-million-dollar animation, like Elio. Elio has done bad because some director decided that he wanted to make a movie based on his childhood trauma as a kid who's growing up as as I guess like LGBTQ character. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm like, listen, you're making an animated film for people to come and watch. You're not making an animated documentary of your life. You're making something that's considered an escapism. You're making fantasy. You're making something for people to come there and enjoy without having to be introduced to trauma. When you introduce childhood trauma into your films, you're not doing your audience a favor. If you're going to introduce themes like hot topics like LGBT, you can do that, but don't make it about something you went through. Make it to where people can understand it. And me, I don't like to put that stuff in my film at all, because I feel like people are coming to me for escapism. I'm not preaching. Let's see what you guys gonna say. Let's see. Jada says that's the kind of Zack Snyder MO. Very interesting concept, but execution is questionable. Yeah. Zack Snyder does some questionable stuff. I think I forgot the name of the freaking movie. Rebel Moon. There it is. Yeah. I have not finished that. Zack Snyder had a lot of good concepts in Rebel Moon. The problem is that it got to a point where I couldn't take it no more. I was like, oh my God, like, why? Get to the point already. Why is this here? He gets kind of eccentric with his storytelling, with his I guess pacing of this film. I think his pacing is just so irritating. It's real irritating. So I'm like, I like his concept. I like what he did. You gotta have your patience with Zack Snyder film. You gotta have real patience. He does some really cool shit, but sometimes it's like it's hard to watch that shit. It's like, oh, like I would have did that, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, his execution doesn't always. Execution is sometimes questionable. That's right. Hey everyone, God bless. Oh, Autumn has showed up. Miss Chicken Stripping herself has showed up. How you doing, Autumn? Run its Autumn Harvest. yes, the sinful woman from the Chicken Stripping clan is here. I'm good preaching the I'm not preaching. Oh boy, here we go. Oh no, man, no. I'm gonna leave that topic about Elio and stuff. Like Elio's probably entertaining some people, you know. But I don't know, man. It's something that I wouldn't have done. I think I would have done, I think I would have done something a little bit more like funner. I would have actually like did something on like the level of Toy Story 1. The way that movie was done. It had no politics, none of that stuff. Like I said, you can put that stuff in there. But if you do it, you have to do it in a way where you're not trying to teach people a lesson. I think that's the problem. I think we should learn. I think people should learn stuff from stories and not be like forced to learn stuff from a story. And the way Elio, now I have not seen Elio, but I do understand some of the stuff that's around and surrounding Elio. And I think when I'm going to actually sit down and watch it, as soon as it gets on Disney Plus, I'm not paying no money for that crap. As soon as it gets on Disney Plus, I'm going to watch it. The same way I watch Wakanda. The same way. It's like, I'll just wait for. That's why I got Disney Plus, so I can go and pay $15.99 versus spending $20-$30. No, actually, I spend more of that movie theater now. You spend that $150 going to a movie now. Because you got to buy popcorn, soda, tickets, stuff like that. You've never done about $50. But as for Disney films, Pixar films, I no longer go to a movie theater to watch those. I wait for them to hit Disney Plus. So like, it's worth the wait, And sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I should have went to the movie theaters and saw it. And other times I'm like, man, I'm glad I spent a dime to watch this. But yeah, but Disney films, I don't know, Buzz Lightyear. I don't understand. People talk about Buzz Lightyear, and I'm like, Buzz Lightyear. I watched it. I actually watched it. I didn't get a chance to catch it in theaters, but I finally caught it on Disney Plus. I liked it. People. I don't know what's wrong with people, but it had okay. So one of the characters was gay. But that wasn't what the whole movie was about. The whole movie was about Buzz Lightyear get the hell off this planet, and understanding why he failed, trying to complain. But as far as I saw, when people talk about that movie, they don't talk about Buzz Lightyear or what he was going through. Or the only thing that people cared about was the lesbian part of the film. I was like, well, that wasn't the whole part of the film. Yeah, yes, the little girl who was raised up by her gay parents. Yeah, that was part of the story, but that wasn't the whole story. That wasn't, and I think that movie. I think Buzz Lightyear was a good movie. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I watched it. It was fun. The same thing with Ironheart. Ironheart was good. But you got all these. I don't get it. I watched Earnhardt, and before I watched Earnhardt, I saw all the hate shows up here talking about how bad it fucking was. I'm like, no. I was like, well, I'm gonna see for myself. This is one of the times I say I'm gonna go and watch this for myself. Unlike Wakanda, which I didn't like, which I thought was straight garbage. Earnhardt was pretty good. It was pretty well thought of. Riri starts off as a non-likable character. And I think that's by design of how our character is. I never read the comic books, but I'm just going off of what I stopped reading Marvel comics back in 2015 when I said I'll never buy another Marvel comic for the rest of my life because it just started sucking. But the whole thing about it is that I watched it, and yes, Riri was written to be a character that no one would like. That if you actually watched movies and cared about movies, you would actually see, well, yeah, this character starts as somebody that you will not like. But eventually, you'll see what she goes through. And as she changes, she becomes likable. She actually became likable. She became like, okay, all right. She was started off as an asshole, but Tony Stark was an asshole too. If you look at the first Iron Man movie, that was Tony Stark. That's how Tony Stark started off as. And as he grew and changed, because he found out being the way he was not going to get him nowhere. He had to change. He had to become a better person. He saw what his weapons and stuff were doing and killing people. You know, Riri saw like going out and stealing and robbing from people and having people get hurt and stuff. It's not her. You know, and you know, she found it's not her, but she had to stop it. You know, it was a good story. I don't understand why people sit back and just hate watch these shows. You know, am I a Disney guy? No, I'm not. I hate Disney. Disney does some shitty crap, and I could start with She-Hulk, but She-Hulk was so stupid. Now that's some stupid shit right there. I couldn't finish it. What you guys saying in there? That's on my okay, K-pop, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to eventually check out K-pop. I'm definitely going to watch that soon. I might watch it today after I finish my stream. Don't worry, folks. I got a long stream. I got to lay out another scene of the guy getting thrown in his cell, and then I'll go and watch. But yeah, I've heard K-pop is good. I heard nothing but great reviews about K-pop. I was going to watch it, but I was like, well, I'm going to wait for people to watch it first, see what people say, then go and watch it. Same way I did Ironheart. I could watch all the bullshit around Ironheart. I'm like, it was nothing wrong with that fucking movie. I mean, that show, it was good. It was okay. You know, we don't like her because she's this, she's that. I was like, yes, that's because that's her character and that's how she starts out. Just like any movie, every character has growth. Hers was at the point where she was so conceited and so asinine, just like Tony Stark. You know, she had to see like everything she does. You know, it came to the point to where she had to sit back and protect people because of the shit she's done. She did some stupid shit, and now she's in a position where, you know, her family, her friends are at risk. And the reason why she is what she was, is because of her trauma when saw her friend and her stepfather get killed. So that kind of like changed her. She wasn't always like that, but after that trauma, she became like that. And after that, she decided, I don't want to get nobody hurt. So she became a totally like hardcore, colder person who didn't give a damn. But one thing she cared about was, you know, protecting herself and her people. You know, and then shit got really rough for her when she decided to do something that put her people in jeopardy, which was told instead. But nobody talks about that. Nobody cares about that. They just want to say, oh, we can't stand a little black girl who's supposed to be like a replacement for Tony Stark and all this. No, she's no replacement for Tony Stark. No, she's not. She wants to be like Tony Stark, but she's not the replacement for Tony Stark. You know, just like we got a bunch of Superman, we got a bunch of different Supermen out here. We have a bunch of different Batmans and Spider-Mans. You know, we can have like a couple of different versions of people with armor in the fucking story, you know, timeline, whatever. But you know, people are just hard-headed and stupid. Jada says, yes, Lightyear was a good film. Yes, it was. It was a good film. Lightyear was a good film. Yes, Quasi said he agrees. So they focused on the wrong parts and message, and it went over. Yeah, it is. I do believe that's the problem with a lot of these people with these YouTube channels, that they're too busy trying to find a message when they can't find it because it's over their head. Only thing they see is, how many views can I get if I say how much I hate this, point out all of the wokeness, and do all this shit. You know, that's what they aim for. They aim to get other people to hate something because they don't understand it. You know, but that's just being human. You know, for being a human, one of our things is like, we fear what we cannot understand, right? That's just plain old being a human. And once we understand things, we understand these things can't hurt us, and then we see it as something that's not going to threaten us. Once we see something that doesn't threaten us, then we will basically accept it. But for some reason, these people who do these hate videos feel like these films are going to destroy their culture, turn their kids into gay or what's because they watch it's stupid. It's fucking stupid and ignorant. And that's why I never take these guys, what they say on these shows. I never take these guys serious because they're clowns. They're clowns, and that's all they're ever going to be. Let's see. Jada says we've agreed to disagree on Wakanda forever, but I'm glad we essentially agreed on Earnhardt. Yeah, I agree with you on Earnhardt was good. You know, the problem is that her character comes, like I said, her character comes off horrible. Her character comes off really horrible because that's the way she was intended to be. You know, that's her character. But once I think like she was in Wakanda forever. She was in Wakanda. Nobody liked the character in Wakanda. Everybody said we don't like Riri, and I was like, that's good because nobody liked Tony Stark when Tony Stark first started out. But like I said, the character had to grow. She had to grow to understand, like, you know, need to change, and that's what that whole movie's about. It's about her changing. You know, her changing. She had to make a change. She had to stop business as usual and make a change so she can be a better person. But nobody sticks around for that part of the film. It's like, oh, it's all woke. She does this and she does that. This makes no sense. I mean, if you ever watch these fucking clowns, that's all they talk about. It's just fucking ridiculous. Ironheart is a good show. Go and watch it. Fuck what they say. And yeah, fuck Wakanda too. Wakanda forever. that shit was, it's bad. What got me about Ironheart? Quasi says, what got me about Ironheart thing on screen is that they were doing that whole present day black woman shit. I was like, come on, I agree with her being uppity because of her. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's one thing that I didn't like about her character either, and was getting me turned off about the show. But then again, there was other aspects of the show that I was interested in trying to figure out. And I said, why not give us a chance? You know, and I did. I gave it a chance. And it turned out being a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be bad or horrible, you know, but it wasn't. You know, it was pretty good. You know, it was something I would watch and was able to enjoy, you know. And it's like people don't watch shit to try to enjoy it, you know. People who can't see the fact that this Riri had levels to her. This girl had levels to her. She started here and she started climbing up the steps to become what she was at the end of the film. Because no, I wasn't expecting Mephisto to show up. I was like, what the fuck? Mephisto? You know, Mephisto wouldn't even show his face in front of Tony Stark, you know. But Mephisto shows up. And you would think with her being like the heroine, I consider her an anti-hero now. She made a deal with the devil, which was crazy. And I'm like, okay, I can see this character working. But I think what would really help her out, the Earnhardt help this character out, is if they got a writer who's a little bit more, who can get some more character development out of her, you know, because her character hasn't really, her character changed a little bit from the beginning. She changed a little bit. She's still the same person, but she has changed. But Tony Stark was a straight up 360, right? Tony Stark was like, you know, after he got caught by the Mandarin and stuff like that, you know, and he saw, you know, all the pain he was causing to the world. Tony Stark did a 160 and started to say, I want to be the guy to save people, you know. And I think Ironheart, she hasn't changed from who she was. That's the only difference between her and Tony that I see. But it was a lot of things, but that's one of the biggest things. I don't think she actually learned. She struck the deal with the fucking devil. She hasn't learned. She's learned something, but she hasn't learned the most valuable thing about life and friendship and shit like that. You know, her mind, she only saved her friend out of, you know, greed, I guess, you know, and that's what Mephisto knows. Mephisto knows. He's like, well, the one thing he can appeal to the human heart is greed. And she wants her friend. She wants it all. That's greed. Let's see. What's this one? Next one. Although I would argue Tony didn't really change much. He learned the exact same lesson in every film. Yes, he did. You know, Tony did change. Because if you think about how he was in the first movie, you know, especially in the early days of comic, to after he had his whole life issue with the Mandarin and creating the armor and stuff, he did change. You know, his whole perception of life is not to make weapons to sell to both sides, but now it's like I want to make peace. I mean, I'm gonna still say an asshole, but I'm going to like try to be more beneficial to society than destructor of humanity. You know, I'm gonna stop selling weapons and start making things that are gonna help people. You know, Riri has not gotten to that point yet. Riri's too busy trying to save her ass and her family and her friends. Not once has she said. Well, at some parts of the movie, she did say that she wanted to make the armor and stuff like that to save people and all that stuff, but she didn't do it. I mean, she was too busy running around trying to save everybody and try to keep money in her pocket, trying to take care of her people. She has not yet made that leap to do something that's going to benefit all humanity. Everything she's done in that film only benefits her, her family, and what she wants to do. You know, she has not done nothing outside of that. Let's see. Quasi says, but they could have kept up the whole angry black woman thing. They could have kept up the whole angry black woman thing outside of what I mostly was upset with the homo black dude thing. They could have kept that shit, but they ain't getting paid from it. Yeah. Well, it's the new Disney, folks. They are trying to reflect everything. They're trying to like create a world that's reflective of our world, the real world, right? So if you got gay people in our world and in the reality, you're gonna have gay people, trans people in movies too. You know, the thing about it is like they're trying to make a movie for everybody to come and see. They're trying to make a movie like, oh, it's a trans guy in here. I'm trans. I'm gonna watch it too. You know, they're trying to make something for everybody, which is, I guess, cool. You know, I mean, that guy, that trans guy, he didn't make or break it for me. His role was so small in the film, in the show. It was like he really didn't. You know, I mean, he had no relevance. The only relevance he had was being a guy who works for a bad guy. You know, but we do into some of his character when Clown asks him to look into their boss to see if their boss had killed this other guy. Then you started seeing some of his concern for his well-being and the rest of the people there. So his character does have something to add, but it's so minuscule to the whole overall plot, you know, to the story, you know. Through that action of him and Clown, I forgot the guy's name, of him and Clown, we find out that, you know, their leader, the Hood, is not being honest. Through them, we found out how dishonest this guy was being. At first, I thought it was Hood's little sidekick guy, his little second in command. I thought he was the one doing all the dirty stuff. But it turns out that, you know, Hood was just as bad as him. Both of them were doing it, you know. And they saw how vile he was. It went for Clown him. They saw how vile he was. So yeah. Just like Stark. Yep. Okay, so how much the prison scene is left? I'll tell you in a second. Let me get to the next couple of ones. I'll tell you in a second. Legacy characters are part of comics from way back. Yes, they are. And the thing about it is that we need to keep the legacy characters, and we need to bring in new characters, right? We need to start creating new characters for these comics. Because there's no reason to sit back and take old characters and either gender swap them or make them gay or something like that. Why come we can't introduce new characters? Stop shortchanging your universe. Start making new characters, better characters. Well, they're not woke. So Quasi says, well, they're not woke. So I wouldn't even disrespect real awakened people by using them term for silly crap they do for mentally ill people that are less than 1% of the fan base. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that community is 1% of their fan base, you know, but I guess you could say they're not trying to, you know, you got to think about it. It's Hollywood. Now, you know, Hollywood, a majority of people in Hollywood, actors, directors, producers, you know, most of them are you know, homosexuals and LGBT, you know, most of them are. And of course, if they have the power and they want to be represented, they're going to say, okay, you want to get this movie made? You got to put this and this and this and this, you know. So it's just the way Hollywood works now. That's just the way that's the way shit works, you know. They're going to put themselves in the shit no matter what. Let's see. It's the Great Replacement Theory from theory in comics form. Yeah, it is. It's the Great Replacement Theory. You know, people holding their tiki torches saying they will not replace us, and it's just stupid. You know, but like I said, if they would concentrate, if people would concentrate more on what the story's about versus what's in the story, they would come out better understanding what the artists, writers, directors had in store for them from the story. The Elio might be a good movie. It may be a good movie, but it's the fact that um, what I understand about Elio is that the guy who directed, who got fired off of it, decided he wanted to put his life, childhood trauma, and everything he went through, you know, as he was a kid, into the film. And the problem is like they don't want another Lightyear on their hand, right? You know, understandable, you know. But the fact of the matter is that he should have made a movie for everyone to enjoy. I mean, I got childhood trauma, but I'm not putting that shit in my film because I know nobody gives a fuck about it. You know, growing up as a trans gay kid, yeah, you know, that's something you had to deal with and probably a story that you should make. But you can't do that type of shit on company money. Companies out to make money, not make money off your documentary. If you're gonna do a documentary, though, go ahead, crowdfund, get it made. You know, but this, you gotta think about Disney. Disney is all about getting that Toy Story 1 money. No, Toy Story, the first Toy Story movies. The first Toy Story movie made them so much money, they want to repeat that success. If you come in there and you do something, you know, that's not in line of what they've been doing to make money, like Incredibles, Cars, I think they did a movie about planes. What's up? They did a whole bunch of good movies with Pixar. Frozen. I think Frozen is Disney. Is it Disney Pixar? It's one or two. I don't know. But you got to make movies like those, right? You got to make movies because you got a lot of people out here who are willing to hate anything. You know, they will hate anything. And you have to say, you know, to counter that, you have to put stuff in your film. Now, I know what I'm talking about, you know, is like, oh, well, you don't like gay people. No, that's not the point. The point is that you have to make money. You have to make something non-controversial. You have to make something that's going to sell to everyone. Just like Stark, but I disagree. Everyone likes Tony Stark as a concept. He represents freedom from consequences. He was charming, funny, rich, charismatic, genuine white man. He's and Riri is the total opposite. But their stories are sort of kind of the same. You know, they're different, but sort of kind of the same. Because, like I said, Riri has yet to learn from her consequences, and she made a big consequence by making a deal with the devil himself. So, but you know what? I think Peter Parker did the same thing with the Brand New Day thing, and it's like, I hope they're not trying to repeat that, and I think they have. I mean, they actually took the story from Brand New Day and just said, well, we're gonna do a rewrite. You're gonna have Mephisto just show up and grant her wish, you know. And I'm getting tired of that shit, because what happens with that type of shit is that you get these alternative universes and shit like that. And for real, didn't Fantastic Four take on Mephisto one time and defeat him? You know, I forget what type of demon. I forgot, was Mephisto supposed to be Lucifer, or is Mephisto supposed to be like a demon that works under Lucifer? Because I forgot. I mean, Mephisto's been around for years. You know, it wasn't until like these last past, what 15, 12 years, they started using him to do wishful shit like Brand New Day. And yeah. I was like, he was just one of those characters that pop up every once in a while, but now he's becoming a pivotal role in all the shenanigans going on at Marvel. Oops, let me see. What was this one? Nah, she made the deal out of love. Yeah. Well, ask Peter Parker how that went. And guilt. Yeah, that's true. Out of guilt. Yeah. Peter Parker did the same thing. To bring back Gwen. And then he made a personal weapon system. Yes, he did. Then he made Ultron. Yeah, I forgot. He made Ultron. I don't think I'm going back to original. Back in like the 80s, I forgot when Ultron was created. I don't think Ultron was created by Tony Stark though. I think Ultron came from someplace else in the original Marvel Universe. I'm not too sure. I mean, I used to have a Marvel Universe book, the old school Marvel Universe. You had to take all the covers and put them together. I used to have that, and I used to read up on the characters. I found out about them. Oh, then he made Edith. Said most people didn't say anything, but most of them don't like the homosexual thing when that man, but he could have been white, not black. Tired of them making us look. Yeah, that's that. I agree. You know, I'm tired of every time they bring in a black man into any of these films, he has to have he's a bad guy or he's a homosexual. That's the two things, or trans. You don't have to be homosexual. You just be trans. You know. And that's one thing I've seen. That's what they love to do. There's no such thing as a heterosexual black man in any of these films. And if they are, you know, like I said, they're either drug dealer, that young kid who loses his life, the young aspirational kid who loses his life, or they're gay. You know, there are no regular black kids or black people in Disney universe. All of them are gay, transsexual, or they're crippled. Either one of those, you know, and most of the lead characters, okay, so let's leave out Captain America for a minute. Let's leave out Falcon. You know, in fact, does Falcon even have a love interest? Wait a minute, let me look. I saw Falcon Soldier. You know, he didn't have a girlfriend there. Avenger movie, he wasn't messing with no chick in there either. Let me see. And the new movie, now I haven't watched the whole movie through, but I'm like halfway through and I haven't seen him once like glance at any female. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's how they write black folks. You know, it's getting kind of, you know. I mean, like, why can't we just can't have? I mean, they won't create no new black character heroes. Every hero they have is like a offset of another character, right? You know. Or some character that was created before, like back in the 80s and 90s, you know. But I have not seen them create, they have created, but I have not seen them emphasize on any new black characters, which are not gay, crippled, bisexual, or dying. Have not seen it yet in the Marvel universe. Maybe one day. Oh, you got Mars Morales, but Mars Morales is a spider clone. You know, he's another Spider-Man. He's not an original character, you know. What about Riri? Riri's not an original character. She's a copy. She's a fucking copy of Tony Stark, you know, Iron Man. You know, I mean, would be cool if they made if they made another black guy like another Hulk or something. Give a black guy a Hulk, or why don't they just make? I mean, I don't know. They just need to make more interesting characters and not make these new protagonist characters like offshoot of other characters. Why don't you just make an original character and make that character as great as a character as Iron Man, Spider-Man, and just have something original, not like a copy of another character. I don't want a Black Thor. I don't want a Black Fantastic Four. I just want a brand new type of character who's black, who doesn't have all the stupid shit, you know, that comes with being black, like being poor, being in a gang, or all other shit. Can we just have just a normal black person grow up, you know, get superpowers and be a hero? Can we have that? Let's see. Quasi says, all of which caused thousands of deaths. He was like an addict every time he tried to change his old ways. It kept going. Yeah, the Tony Stark. Yeah, Tony Stark was a drunk too. Don't forget that. Small, not just pissed me off because it could have been a white man, but nope, had to be a black man. That's how I feel. Yeah, I get what you mean, man, because like I think they've done that in the last couple of shows and movies and stuff. It's like, here comes the sassy black guy with the lipstick and long nails and high heels. You know, I'm getting tired of seeing that too, and it's a trope. It's a trope that Disney will not get away from. Yeah, it pisses me off too. He could have just been normal guy, not flamboyant, homosexual. Yeah, there are gay men out here who are not flamboyant, who actually look like men, go around everyday life looking like men, who aren't flamboyant. But every time you see a gay man in a gay black man in any Disney film, they have to be flamboyant. They have to wear a lipstick, and they have to like do two snaps in a circle. You know that's how they see black men. They don't see them no other way. Because if they did, they wouldn't be writing stupid roles like that. Definitely need new characters. Just someone that is completely new. Absolutely agree with you there. Yeah, we just need something new. Give us something new to do something about the critics. Give us a new character. That's all we ask for. He could be white, black, Mexican, Chinese. Just give us something new and not an offshoot of another character. That's all we ask for. Just a normal guy who's a superhero, right? He likes girls. He wants to have a family. He wants to have kids. He has a family, and can we just have a superhero who's just fucking trauma free? I mean, I think that would be the most original character I've ever seen created in the last 15, 16, almost 20 years. But he wouldn't be interesting because he's not black and gay. Well, just try it. See what happens. Then after the backlash for the show comes, they suddenly want to drop it and cancel it. But instead of listening to the fans, they don't listen to the fans because, like I said, fans are getting tired of these tropes. They're getting tired of this, looking at this shit, and they're like, hey, we want something better. We want something new and better. Quasi again says, and the show will last longer and make look at Daredevil from Netflix. Daredevil was great. He had a disability. He was blind, but that didn't hold him back. And this character is good. That's a cool ass character. If I think about it, like back in the day, he was cool. Because he knew all the martial arts and stuff like that. It was more. You see, the thing about it is he's a disabled superhero, but he didn't let his disabilities like hamper his ability to be an everyday citizen. He didn't use that as a crutch, right? He was written in a way to where you go get into his character, you forget that he's blind, right? And that should be the same way when you write a black character. You should forget he's black. You should forget that you should forget about what the person looks like versus what the person does. That's sort of kind of like Batmanish right there, because we don't care if Batman had childhood trauma. We don't care. One thing we care about Batman is he going to solve this crime? Is he going to take on the bad guy to put him in jail? That should be the basis of every superhero. Not the fact that, I'm flamboyant, understand who I am, I'm here, and I'm queer. That's not what I'm picking up your book for. I'm picking up your book to see if your guy is going to go out, do good. And while I'm reading about and seeing what this guy's doing, I forget that he's black. I forget that he's gay. I forget that he's white. I forget that he's Mexican. I'm into the character. I'm into the personality. Not the subtext or prefix. Jada comes back at me, says, because companies are risk averse, it's easier to slap a bat or an S symbol on a new character, and honestly, fans are also generously not embracing of new characters, no matter what they say. They know that's right, because all these corporations only care about money. They don't care about creativity. They just figured out what they can take and remilk and make money off of, which is sad, which is real sad, because if you look at Marvel and DC, 70s and 80s, they were constantly kicking out characters. Some of them would hit, some of them miss, but the ones that were good are here today. The ones that are bad were put in the catalog, shoved away on some shelf, and will eventually get reintroduced later. But we need to get back to making original content. We need to get back to making original characters, not offshoots, not like, when somebody says, well, my character is like, I'm not interested. Nope, don't care. When you describe your character, when you make a character, never use the word like, right? Oh, my character is like, oh, nope, never mind. I'd rather talk about what my character does. My character goes out, he says he During the day he's a chef, and at night he goes out and he solves crimes using his ability to cook or something. I don't know. The name of my book is called Master Chef Crime Detective or some shit like that. But still, it's original. And too many chefs who are vigilantes going out at night with solving crimes and stuff like that. And the thing about it is, I told you that whole spiel about my character. I didn't even tell you if he was black, white, Hispanic, or gay, did I? But it was interesting, and that's the way you should make a character. That's impossible. What's impossible? I said something. That's where the art and company bottom line comes in. Art isn't about pleasing everyone. Art is supposed to risk making you uncomfortable. Some art is designed to do that. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Coming from someone who went to art school, that's what art is about. Art is about challenging. It's about taking risks. It's about appeal. It's about what works, what doesn't work, and what's controversial. But it's all about one thing about art that people need to understand. It's all about getting attention. Remember, everything I just said, it's all about getting attention. That's what art is about. Art ain't about like, I'm going to make a statement. Art is about, can you get attention for your statement? Does anybody care? If nobody cares about your art, that means you failed. You failed at your message. That's right. That's coming from somebody who went to art school. Mephisto is a super demon from primordial times. He has many origin stories as the Joker, but he's not biblical. Okay, I always thought he was. For some reason, Mephisto, I thought Mephisto was Lucifer in the Marvel Universe. But I guess the way they designed him, they didn't want him because I guess they want to try to keep like religious tropes out of their fucking books, I guess, So they invented. So you got Lucifer, then you have the demons under Lucifer, right? So you can make a demon and name him whatever. I think Mephisto really is a demon. He really is. Yeah, he's actually one of the hell spawns of Satan himself, Let's see. Hank Pym created Ultron. That's right. He did. The Ant-Man himself. He created. That's like I don't. That's why I say I don't think Tony Stark created Ultron. It was Hank Pym a long time ago. Yeah, in the comics, but Stark created him with Banner assistance in the MCU. Yeah. See, they changed the. People need to understand the MCU and the original Marvel universes are two different things. Matter of fact, it wasn't until the Ultimates, when the Ultimate Universe came, that's when Marvel decided to start shitting on the original universe, because the Ultimate Universe was great. It was something new. It was more grittier universe. It was. I mean, who didn't read the Ultimates? I read Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimates, all that shit, because they was actually making the Ultimates for movies. That's what they were doing. Quasi says, yeah, exactly. Also make something wrong with them. Like, damn, but black folk either make us look broke or too rich. Like, there aren't people that are just regular people. Yes, regular people. What kills me is that Jubilee is a regular girl, orphan, right? Regular girl got superpowers, and now she's with the X-Men. We can't get no origin stories like that. Think about Scott Summers, Jean Grey, both of them. Normal people. Well, I think Scott Summers, he got a little trauma because his family was killed and his little brother. Yeah. All right. Jean Grey, she woke up one morning, had superpowers, and she's off to Xavier School. I think her parents are still alive. But if that was a black person, her father would have been gone. She would have been raised alone, but with her mother. She would have been a little gangster bitch walking around, with a little gangster boyfriend. That's just the way they would have wrote her if Jean Grey was black. There are no normal black kids out here growing up with everyday issues who live in a moderate, everyday middle household income family. They don't exist. Not in the Marvel universe. Not in the DC universe. None of these places have that. Miles Morales. And And his parents divorced. I mean, hold on, let's see. Miles Morales. I think his parents are divorced. His mother is a Latina. His father is black, and I do believe he lives with his mom. I was trying to remember. I mean, I'm going off of the. I never read the Miles Morales Spider-Man books. I never read those. I'm just going off the movies, you know. But still, once again, you know, father's hard worker, mother's a hard worker. He's a smart kid in school. He lives in the hood, you know. Once again, another trope, lives in the hood. His uncle is gang affiliated or whatever, you know, like fuck it. You know, it is what it is, man. Miles Morales is another Spider-Man. Anything if Miles Morales is Spider-Man, so he's a Spider-Man. You know, I'm talking about the character, not the person. He's a smart kid. He knows all the science and stuff. He's just a black version of Peter Parker with just a slightly different attitude in life. That's all Miles Morales is. You know, that's it. I know you're gonna debate me on this one, but Miles Morales is Miles Morales. You know, he's a totally different person. But still, once again, he's in the shadow of the spider as well. Quasi sent me $2 for some reason. Super chat. They make silly choices and then back out of it. Yes, they do. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. Spider-Man is a code name. Is not who he is. He was named Spider-Man. Well, yeah. I mean, I like the take on Miles Morales as Spider-Man. I like that. I never said it was a bad idea. I never said Miles Morales was a bad idea. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I'm just saying, you know, he fits in that trope of characters that are created, you know, as black tropes. You know, he's just a black trope character who was done right. I mean, he's done good. You know, he's written good, written well. You know, he's one of the flagship characters, and he's more popular than Peter Parker ever will be. So yeah, I mean, no problem. He's just the Spider-Man. He's just the new Spider-Man for the new generation. He's not our Spider-Man, who we grew up with. He's the next generation Spider-Man. I like Miles Morales, but you know, he wasn't created for me. Netflix tends to listen to people, not always, but mostly. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Miles Morales' dad checks every button. Hero worship him. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, I can give you that. Yeah, Miles Morales' dad is a great dad. That's fine, but they're trying to appeal to audience that want more complexity in their characters. Yeah, I mean, complexity in a character, it can be done many ways, but not the standard. And not the standard. I mean, there's more ways to write complexity into a character than, you know, I guess what they did to Miles. You know, Peter Parker was a complex guy. Matter of fact, Peter Parker, he lived in poverty. You know, he lived with his aunt. They were living off of whatever. His aunt never had a job. She never had a job. So how the fuck was she paying for that place? You know, they was getting social. They know they were getting Social Security, something up in that motherfucker. Because Ben died, so she was probably taking care of Peter with Social Security stuff. So Peter Parker was sort of kind of impoverished. That's why he had to go to work at 16, working for the Daily Bugle and shit. Because, you know, he needed to make money. He was always a broke kid. You know, he had hand-me-down clothes and stuff like that, you know. So Peter Parker, you know, Miles Morales is basically a reflection of Peter Parker if he was just black. But Miles Morales has got it worse because he's black. Let's see. What's next? Good art does both. Yep. In the humble opinion of another graduate of our school. Yes, art is about being subjective from both sides. Yes, I believe in that. Yeah. Everett Thomas was raised in a stable, loving home, and he's an Omega level mutant. Everett Thomas. I'm sorry, who's Everett Thomas? I haven't read comics in a while. He's probably some character. Who's Everett Thomas? I think. I mean, I probably know him by his code name, but not by his real name. Arguably one of the greatest X-Men of okay, he's an X-Man. All right, he's probably one of those characters that came like after 2000. Because he must be one of those characters that came like after 2015 or 2000, or some obscure character they made a long time ago that he just brought back. Because I've read X-Men all the way up to the Matter Rare. When Matter Rare stopped doing this one, Carlos Pacheco, once he quit doing X-Men, I quit reading all X books. Yeah, why you gotta live in the hood? what was so complex about Peter Parker in 1963? Miles' pop is law enforcement and his mom is a nurse. He's doing. Oh yeah, but he still live in the hood. He's still in the hood. Just like when they gave Miles Morales Thor's hammer, you know, that embarrassing shit right there. Sync. That's right, Sync. Okay. All right. I know who Sync is. I'm like, I ever know who's he? All right, folks. All right. Let's get some work done, man. Let's get some fucking work done. So like I said, worked on this. This came out looking pretty good. So let's get on with the rest of the show. Question and answer and stuff. Let me turn my music back on.
On a Wednesday night at the same old spot, spending every dollar I got. 2-3 shots won't leave one drop.
Where'd you guys go? Here you go.
She just wanna party all night.
He says he lives in an urban area because most people in America live in cities. That's true. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You made some good points there. You see, you don't want to debate Jada about superheroes. Jada will always reach into his book of I know it and pull out something that you didn't think of. You know, I never got into. I do believe Sync is from. Is he from Generation X? Is he from the Gen X book, or he's from the new X-Men? I'm not too sure where he came in, but I know about the character. But like I said, Sync and some of the other characters, they came from like just the 2015s and up, like 2012, 2015s and up, you know. And by then I was already stopped reading comics. So I stopped reading Marvel and DC. All right, folks. Let's get on this damn movie. All right, so what I is this is the same file where he's like talking right here. So that animation is going to end. And then let's see. I got to see when this animation is. I sit back and talk all that good shit. I'm hungry. Don't worry about it. Okay, so all this animation is off, and I got the little area marked off right here where I want to do the animation. All right. So the next part is going to be basically it's going to be basically this. It's going to have something to do with him getting thrown in the cell. So what I want to do is like I need for this guy like to turn around and tell him to get into the cell, right? So I'm going to put this all the way up here at this marker here. And go to my content. We're gonna try to see if I can get some. I'm gonna turn off this curve editor. We don't need it right now. And what we're gonna do, like I always do, folks, I always block in all my scenes. Okay, yeah, he's Gen X, because I remember him being a part of Gen X back in the day. Theo Huxtable technically lives in the hood. Yeah, and Theo Huxtable. I don't think. If I remember right, Theo Huxtable, their family didn't live they lived in Philly. I do believe that the Cosby Show took place in Philly, didn't it? And they lived in like that upper town, like they got the townhomes over there they have in Philly, the row houses, and I think that's where they live. And that's where all the doctors and lawyers and shit lived, or you know, that was the uppity part of town. You could tell to everybody that Theo, that little area they lived in, well, all them the rich folk. They had like a 2-story townhome complete with a basement. Well, how many kids? Each one of the kids had their own fucking room. It's like 7 people household, and he ran a practice out that bitch. So they didn't have the normal folk home. Us didn't. Brooklyn, New York. Okay, I thought it was Philly, but yeah. Yeah, Brownstone. I don't know where Brownstone is in New York, but if they got a house that big, he ran his practice out that bitch. He had a full kitchen, full basement, and each one of the kids had their own room. And don't forget, the mother also, I think she ran her law practices basically out that place. So yeah, they had a expensive home in New York, right? In New York, a townhouse, big, huge townhouse. So I'm like, not too many poor people I know got some shit like that. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, nah, dude. No way. No way. No bit that. Nah. I don't believe you, Jada. I don't believe a house like the one the Huxtables lived in was anywhere in the hood. I mean, come on, man. You see how big? Like, nah. I know some people came from New York. They like, no, we ain't got houses. I mean, if you got a house like that, you got some money. you ain't living in a normal hood. You living in the hood, but you live in a normal hood. I don't know. I mean, I know Jada. I know you from New York, Jada, but I'm not believing you now, man. I don't believe the Huxtable stayed in anything. I mean, it could be kind of hoodish or whatever. That house was too big. That house was way too big. That house had to have these. Don't forget, I think they had like 2 or 3 different bathrooms because the doctor's practice that he had a bathroom. It had a bathroom and it had a full fucking table and shit in there. You know, I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. That's a big ass house. That was a big ass townhouse, man. If you ask me. That's the name of the house. It's called a brownstone. I don't know, man. I need to go to New York. I need to go back to New York, man. I only been to New York like a couple times in my life, man. The first time in New York was like the day the planes flew into the damn buildings. That was my last day in New York. The city of New York was the last day. I always like travel to like the upper parts of New York. The upper parts. I never went to the city. My first time in the city. First time to the actual city of New York. Was like that morning where the airplanes hit that fucking tower. It was the day before. My bad, it was the day before because I had to drive through New York at night. Let me tell you something about New York at night. This is about as busy as New York during the day. I went to New York at 2:00 in the morning. There should be no traffic. Oh my God, them people don't sleep there. They don't sleep there. And the George Washington Bridge, they got potholes the size of midgets there, dude. I mean, damn. I was in an 18-wheel driving through there, and my cars were like going halfway. I'm like, damn, fix these potholes.
I was up late asking when the deal coming. I've been holding it together, but the wheels coming off, so I swerve and I try not to kill nothing.
I mean, I don't even know how that George Washington Bridge is even functional, man. That damn, I mean, it looks good on TV, but when you on that bitch raggedy. That's that bridge is raggedy as fuck. All right, folks, I'm looking for the animations to put on this character. So I need to have him like turn. I ain't saying nothing bad about New York City, but I think because the people are always up and it's so much movement going around that city. I mean, it's so much movement, even at night, man. You know, here at night, you know, here in Missouri, you know, I live in this little town, and when it gets like close to 11, ain't nobody out in the street. Yeah, there are people out in the street, but not like they are in New York. Those are people in the street in New York. I mean, like here, you had to like run to the store before it closes. Nothing closes in that city. Nothing. They gotta leave. I mean, you can eat any time of the day, anything you want. Fine restaurants, anything you want. They're always open. Always. And I didn't believe him. One of my friends came back and said, man, he said New York off the chain. Like, what you mean? Nobody there goes to sleep. I'm like, you lying. People got to go to sleep. Like, nobody goes to sleep. And you got a traffic jam at 3:00 in the morning. Yeah, nobody goes to sleep. Type in 180. Let's see. Walk left 180. Let's see if I need to work. Oh. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are correct, sir. Yep. I was proved believer that day. That's like, that's like, man, this town don't quit, bro. Like, we in a traffic jam, 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we in a traffic jam. Like, they play too much here. They play way too much here. Let's see, walk left. Let's see, what I'm looking for, idle. Let's see. Here it is. I think this 180 will work. Oh, I think it will work. I still gotta do some work to it to make it work for my scene, but I'm hoping it works. So he's gonna turn around and tell him to get in his cell. So he's gonna like just turn around and gonna point to say, "Get the hell in your cell." Yeah. Oh my God! I got. Get my tongue there for a minute. I was going through some old files. I remember who Sync is. Sync, I remember. Okay, all right. Sync was one of those characters that came like. Now he's the black guy. I definitely remember now because he was from St. Louis. That's right. And his introduction was. They had some big time crossover, and they introduced a Generation X kid. And I remember where it was the book was. I think it was an X-Men book. It was drawn by Adam Kubert. Adam Kubert designed that character. And when with his introduction, he was standing outside in a Blues jersey, and he had like a bunch of police officers like like got their guns. He was just standing there. I was like, damn. And that's when I was introduced to Sync. I forgot I had the book there, but everybody's like, hey, they just introduced a brand new black guy who ain't Bishop. I'm like, really? What? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, now I remember who he is. Yeah, but he came in like the early 2000s. I think he was back in '99. They introduced him. That was a long time ago. Generation X came like after the 2000s because remember it was it was before then because I remember the whole. Remember Gen 13 was called Gen X, and then Jim Lee had to change it from Gen X to Gen 13. But remember, if you go back to the earliest back in the early 90s, like 92, 93, when he made Gen 13, it was called Gen X. And Marvel at the time was making a book called Generation X. And they said the book was going to conflict, so he changed it to Gen 13. And that's how we got Gen 13. This is like in the early 1990s, early. Damn, that was a long time ago, dude. Now I think about it, that's back in... It had been back in 91, 92 or some shit like that. Blank's Covenant. Yes. That's what it was. The Blank's Covenant. Because they was trying to find a way to bring Doug. They wanted to bring Doug Locke. They wanted to bring Cypher and Warlock back. And they had it so because I think both Warlock and Cypher died, and they said like they took Warlock's ashes and mixed them in with Doug's ashes, and somehow Doug Locke got born. And that's what I was told. But I do remember the X-Force Annual, the first X-Force Annual, drawn by Greg Capullo. Doug Locke was in it, and they had to figure out. And everybody liked the fact that it was like X-Force in the future, and they had Cannonball leading the team. They had Sunspot back on the team. Shatterstar wasn't no longer on the team because it was part of the Shatter Shot thing, and you had the big long thing. And I think Boom Boom was there. But the main thing about that annual was the X-Force Annual #1, the first one. is that they had Dudlock in it, and everybody was going, "Ooh, they're bringing Warlock and Doug back," and they're one person. Now it was cool. It was a cool ass idea. I mean, that's what you call originality, you know. But after that, they didn't touch upon it until the Flanks Covenant. You're right. That's when Joe Madureira and all them. Yeah, you're right.
Do it right. Sex through the night.
Where is my? There we go.
Sex. Do it right.
I forgot I made this. I made this animation a little while ago. I made this animation maybe 2-3 years ago. But this is I use some mocap online animations. I actually bought the mocap animations into Endorphin, and I think it's a Ninja. And I just saw this the other day. I was like, damn, I never did use this. But basically, it's pretty simple. You guys want to just walk. It's gonna jump up. Boom. And all the ninjas are gonna just fly away. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool animation. I never use it. I might just take this and just like put it on my what's the name so you guys can get it. I gotta clean up I have to clean up the animation. Yeah, it's pretty cool animation. When he gets up and he walks away. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will take this. I'll clean it up, but it's a simple scene. Put it on my Patreon page. You guys can grab it. Anyway, let's get back to this. All right, so I want to turn around, and then I need to like take at least a good side step. Let's see. Let's do stand. Yeah, they later on, Gen X and Gen 13 later on had a crossover. But I remember that. I remember that because, like I said, Jim Lee originally called Gen 13 Gen X. And back then, this is before he came out with Gen 13 before he had signed J. Scott Campbell on to do the book. So I'm going to show you how long ago that was. That was back in the early 90s. That's back when J. Scott Campbell was doing fan art. There was this book called Nintendo Power. If anybody remember everybody remember the Nintendo Power was the magazine that they mailed to your house back in the day before the internet. And this guy Campbell had some fan art. He actually did some fan art in that book. I can't find it, but yeah, it was like the first printed work of J. Scott Campbell from way back in the late 80s. It was amazing. They don't need like a walk. Walk backwards.
They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen. All this shit from me, I'm making her wet. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Falling so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you didn't.
Maybe have him walk backwards, but this might be a tricky ass animation. Oh, it's not tricky at all. Alright, so I just gotta get this thing to get lined up, that's all.
Eyes on me as soon as I step in the eye on me, you know what I'm repping is eyes. So yeah, you know we dressing, our blessings is coming, they know that we destined.
So just gonna try to get these lines. Let's get these lines lined. I wanna like get his left foot. I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna line it.
Like it or love it is double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cash in the day.
I just want him to turn this way, and then I just want him to like take a step back. I might have to probably going. I want him to I do want him to walk backwards. Walk backwards. And then I want him to like maybe turn. I'm trying to make sure I get this right. Maybe I should have him walk backwards first Let me stand here. Yeah, I think that'll work. I mean, maybe we should have him walk backwards first. And then turn. Yeah, make him walk backwards and turn. And not turn this way. I want him to be talking to him. And then, well, I want him like, I think I had it right at first. Hold on. I think I got what I want. Turn around and tell him like, you're gonna have his thumb up like, you get your damn spell. And then, I think the thing is that he's too close. Too close to the cell. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna scooch him over. Scooch him over about right here. I just want to move him a little bit closer. I'm gonna move it over here. Actually, this needs to come over here somewhere this way. Alright. So he's like in the video. In the video here, he's talking to him. He gets up. Okay, so we don't see him. Okay, so he does like turn around. He does like turn around to him. All right, so he does turn around. Because I mean, I know I put that in there. I know he did turn around. So now he's just telling me to get into his hold on, I get just some water. Yeah, just Scott Campbell's Danger Girl was one of the things that set him apart from everything. His career got so good. I mean, his career like really took off. I mean, his career he was already one of the top artists when he was on Gen 13. When he did Danger Girl, he took that shit to a whole new level. That's when he became his own person. I mean, that's when he became his own person right there. You know, I had all those books. I had Danger Girl 1, 2. I had all that shit. Old cliffhanger stuff. Everybody remember Ramos? Ramos is what was Ramos's book? I forgot what it's called. It's called something. Yeah. Okay, I know what I do. Because I want him to like. Maybe I should have him do like a 90-degree, like maybe not 90-degree, but I think I gotta move him over some more. I'm gonna move him over right here. Cause I need for him to clear him when he walks by. So and so now with him, I gotta give him a stand and walk. So the only thing I need is for him to like walk past him. And then as he walks by, he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, one more thing." And then when he turns around, then dude's gonna turn around, and that's when we're gonna hit him with his gun. So what I want to do is, I want him to like take the butt of his gun and knock him down, and that's what get his ass thrown on the floor. You know, so that's I think I need to go to. I think Mixamo has a good animation. Go to Mixamo, find it. And I know it probably won't blend into what I'm doing, but let's see. I think it's in a rifle pack, so I'll have to type in rifle. Let's see. I know it's in here. Here it is. They got a rifle block. Boom. So when he walk past him, he's gonna walk past him, and as he got his back to him, he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, one more thing." And he's gonna turn around and say, "What?" And he's gonna knock him with his fucking rifle. It's another one in here. This is a block. They do actually have another one in here. I just want the guy to get smacked in the face with a rifle for talking smack, like Jada. Sometimes you want to take a rifle and just smack Jada with it. Oh, that'd be cool to kick him in there. I don't know if they were. Boom. Like one more thing. What? Boom. Kick him down the floor. I know it's for the door. That's like a door kick. Where's the oh, here it is. Rifle punch. There it is. Download that one too. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I just got another one in here somewhere. Smack with a rifle. There's a good one for the turn I'm looking for. That's nice. That's a nice turn. Use that one too. I know it's another rifle. I know it's another one in here. I know there's another one in here somewhere. No. That's a nice death scenes right here. The question is, how much of this I got before we got? I mean, I'm just about to. I mean, animate everything. I'm just about the prison scene. So now he gets locked up. I get his. That's why I took a couple of days off, man, because I had to render out everything, and I had to like render. I was like, I've done a lot of stuff. What was that? Do you have an animation of someone giving a fist bump or something? Yeah, I can show you exactly where to get one. I do have it. Matter of fact, you've probably seen more videos. Hold up, man. Let me log in. I'll show you exactly what you need. Oh, it automatically log me in. If I come over here to my inventory, and I come over to my motions. I can't believe how much this shit I own. Are these my emotions? It should be my stuff. Inventory. There we go. I was in the wrong place. There we go. Can't believe I bought this. I bought this? Here it is. It's info. Motions for bros and pals. So you can buy these individually if you want to, but yeah, I think this is what you're looking for. You'll see it in a minute. It's got some good stuff in this animation pack, especially for conversations and shit. Yeah, so this would be the pack you want to get, and you don't have to buy the whole pack. You can actually buy, buy them separate, which would be cheaper, like $2 or like $2 to $4 a motion or something like that. There it is. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for, Quasi. Here's another version of it right here. Yeah, so it's called Homie Greens or something like that. I don't know what it's called. Let me get out of here. What's it called? This is called Motions for Bros and Pals. So like I said, you don't have to come in here and buy the whole pack. The whole pack is $100, but I do believe you can buy these individually for like $2. That's exactly what I did. I got the same motions. As a matter of fact, I went through and bought a bunch of them. I think I almost got the whole pack. Well, if you need it, man, I can shoot it. I can shoot the motion to you. I can shoot it to you. I mean, oh snap! You don't have Iclone. I forgot you don't have Iclone. Oh, there's Peaches. She's on the end of this video. Yeah, go figure. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so I think I pretty much got what I want. I just need to do like let me turn this way. Maybe instead of having to do like a 180, maybe I could do something like less like a 90. Let's see. It was 90. Let's do a 90-degree turn. Let's try this one instead.
Look, everybody got prices and other vices. I took a chance through the dices and got a nice hit. Was on the clock with security running the night shift. And then I got a DM or some change your life shit. Then I wait for it and then I pray for it. I just be hoping to maintain what I paid for it. They say you never be as pure as your
Let me stand like this. He's gonna turn around. So I could have his look at
twilight, and I swear look a whole lot like the spotlight. Really, it's a lot of money on the line for this. If we get everybody jumping in the crowd, my partner said he probably put some.
So I have to go down here to his strength. I hate doing this, by the way. This is the only way to get my shit, get the shit looking right. Yeah, I don't want to bake the animation in. Right. So here's a look at constraint right here, and I get it. So I'm going to take this and pull this backwards for a little bit. I mean, that's the animation I want right there. I want him like, I want his arm, gun over his shoulder too. you can see he's looking at him. That's perfect. And now he has enough. Like the other animation, like he was in his way. So now I got this one. So now he can just walk right up in there now. So I got what I want. I'm gonna pull this animation here. I'm gonna pull this over here. Perfect. Maybe pull this all the way down here. Perfect. All right, so now I'm just got to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this. I should. I think I'm gonna save this. Only walk 5. Save project as. I'm gonna save this as 6. But I don't want to fuck this up now. So I'd rather fuck it up on a new one. All right. Oh, maybe I should have gave you a link to that. You know, I'll post a link to that stuff, man. I must have clicked off of it. Let me go and find it for you, man. Let me go to my history real quick. I'll get the link. Anybody know when Patch Creator 5 will be released? Here you go, Quasi. Here's the link to that. You know, and like I said, you can do a search for that actual motion right there, and you should actually be able to find it. And I think it's cheap. I mean, it ain't nothing. So I think I got everything I need. Want to come out of here and do all that stuff.
I exist in all dimensions, flesh bound. The stale money from the mattress, bought a fresh pound. Leather on the steering wheel, it got my palm chilly. Short necklace with the long willy, calm really. And it ain't even about the fame, it's about the bread. Lost the intern, shorty take me to the.
So I can put like a idol.
I ain't gotta hear the album, listen to him lie enough. Bad little baby fed by the cornbread. I don't need designer, I wear my own thread. Take it from the label, put it in the homestead. I don't borrow, look, I loan bread. I do it for the underground that ain't promoted. Crumble up the cookies, got me coughing like the COVID. Go straight from Saudi to Audi, coming from Germany. I ain't gotta speak when I enter, the winners heard of me. Feeling like the summer beach side in the winter. With my little throwing east side out the sprinter. Used to borrow mama's whip, I had to drop some gas
left
and
foot,
use my own.
rotate, line. There you go.
Country grammar in the speakers. Learned a lot from Nana, had no manners for the teachers. Keep my energy away from scammers and the reachers. Cause I always been a player, you just
oh, I got him idling right here.
like the wings with the lemon pepper. My alkaline living got a Nietzsche living better. And every time she see me, she would eat me
So,
if I let her catch me
I'm gonna
somewhere
take
out
these two.
before you see me in a sweater busy.
One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to leave no constraints on your animations. When you I know I'm gonna need some more stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and like take both of these. I'm gonna merge them first.
I'm a cheapskate, looking like the winner of the sweepstakes, baby.
I'm gonna flatten them.
Look, this for my queens with the in the melanin. And for my kings,
I got what I want.
game, they gon' sell again. Spread the word around town, go and tell a friend. We slaying devils, about to send them back to again. This for my queens with the in the melanin. And for my kings buying game, they gon' sell again. Spread the word around town.
So you're gonna turn about right here, right? And then we gotta put like I guess we can put I guess I put an idol on him right here. So let's put an idol on him. Get an idol on him. Let's do this idol on him real quick. Right. So he's idling. This guy's idling. He's got to turn around. He's telling him to get into a cell. Keep it right here. Just shut the hell up and get into a fucking cell. All right. Cool. All right. Here. I'm going to break this. A normal break. Oh, I had a bottle of water. My bottle of water go. Here it is. All right, so got this. Now what I'm doing right here at this stage, I'm just blocking everything in, you know. All right, so I got the guard. The guard already said his piece over here. All right. So the guard is like about right here talking to this guy. And this guy, he's like right here. Right here. Now this part right here has to be extended a little bit because this is where he tells the guard right here to like, you know, undo his cuffs. Now this guy right here, like I said, this guy right here, he's a stand-in for another character. I just threw him in there because I just needed something. I needed somebody in this spot to make sure that I'm doing the right cut at the right time. Right. So he's standing. So he's talking to him, and he just finished unlocking this guy. So you're gonna hear like some scuffling and shackles and stuff like that. And he's like yawning, like about time, you know. And while he's talking, you know, the lycanthrope shows up, introduces himself. So that's cool. All right, so he's still talking to him, so he's going to turn around. This guy, now he's just been freed. Turn around, and get in your damn cell. All right, so now I need a stand to walk. So it's one of these. Not this one, not this one. I need a stand to walk forward. Walk forward. Nope. There it is. Stand relax. Walk right. It's either this one. Let's see, 135. Let me put this over. So let me see if this is the right one. Okay, it's not the right one. So it is a forward. It has to be a forward walk. Find it. Stand relax. Walk 45. Stand relax. Walk right. Walk 180. Walk left. There it is. Walk forward. There it is. Walk forward right here. So we're gonna take this one. We're gonna stick it right here. That's why I like mocap online animations. They're just so generic that I can take these things and modify them and do what I want to with it. All right, cool. All right, so the thing is now I gotta aim this guy to where. Yeah, that's so. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to move him over just a little bit. Right, so I'm moving over just a little bit. Right. Take this and move this all the way to the beginning.
Got me feeling like I'm big fish. Split, she on my line, slurring in words like, okay, you lit. Drop that, you know you bond. Cannot leave my glasses on. I wanna see that real crystal. When we get smoking mirrors, I'm Tucked off in the hills, real secluded in my feelings. Tell me, can you keep
I think
it chill?
kind of you want to use this
I've been
one
fucking with you
direction.
since my Motorola flipping. If it's
What
real, just
foot
drop the pin.
is?
I'm on my
I
winning
think
side, scripting.
it is
Take no for the
the
mimic.
I think it's
When you
left
move,
foot.
no lie,
Or
I'm
it's
finna
the
have to
right
take that
foot.
risk. I'm touching
Let me
on
put
this
this on the
pussy,
right
you
foot.
regret giving me
We're
lip.
gonna do
You
rotate,
forward in my
do a
cars,
line.
been on your nerve
That
till
should
my
have did
spurs
something.
paying dues to them curves. You was
Let me
popping
see
all
if
that
this
shit,
works.
you outside of them words for the birds. Yeah. Feel like we go
Oh, cool.
together, let's
All
not
right,
force it.
cool.
This might sound sort of forward, but I sort of only hit you
All right, so we're gonna take him and move him. Let's see which. There we go. I'm gonna move him a little bit this way, a little bit more this way. That way he's walking directly in here. Delete. Cool. I think I'll have a camera right here. I might change his like the way he walks, change up his walk or whatever. But I definitely like this right here.
They said she won't work the way that I want. It don't matter 'cause I want you the most. And if I can't be close to you, no matter what I try to do,
Kind of like this part. I'm definitely gonna change like once I get his animation block in, they'll go back and sweeten up his not sweeten up, but work on his little walk cycle here. But I put some secondary animation on there anyway. So, all right. So what I need to do is I need to get this guy to look at this guy right here. Right. So he's gonna turn around. Yeah, that's a good shot right there. Yeah, I think I want this shot. So right about here, right here is where I should end it. So we're going to release him. We're going to release him from his look at. So you got to look at right here. So he's going to just set free right here. Right, so as you see, his head pops. Only reason why his head's going to pop like that is because the look at constraint is like right here. You see where it is? It's not enough time for it to like adjust. So we're going to pull this back, and we're going to pull this forward. Let me get in here. So we're going to pull this forward so we can get a nice little blend going on here. See? Now it's a little bit smoother now. Man, not too smooth. Maybe make it a little bit more smoother. Pull this back out right here. Pull this back. That's better. All right, so now we need a walk, just stand relaxed. All right. Actually, what I need to do is let's see. So maybe like about right here, it'll be me mugging him. And right when he gets past him, I think that's a good spot for him to walk past him. I'm going to have him turn towards him. Have this guy turn towards him. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't know. What's the name? Right about here. I'm going to cut this off right about here. I'm going to break this. Normal. I'm going to delete this off. And what I need is a animation. I think them turning left, I believe. So stand relax. Stand relax. Excuse me. Wait, must be talking about me. I see stand relax right, but not a stand relax left. Huh. There it is. Stand relax. Look 45. Stand relax. Look 45. Here it is. Left 135. Left 90. Let's do this left 90 and see if that works. Oops. Wrong one. Let's try this one and see if this works. That is like a 90-degree angle. Let's hit let's grab this like motion root. Oh no, I gotta see what leg is it. You want to go for the leg that's standing, that doesn't move really. Try to figure out what leg moves. Actually, it doesn't matter because, okay, so I'm just going to just put this on the left foot. Rotate, align. There you go.
The first time I saw ya, knew you were the one. Walking by so beautiful.
Okay, so I want him to I want him to turn. I want him to start turning. I want him to start turning like a little bit like right here. So I got to take off some of this right here. Maybe right here needs to be taken off. Take it off. And maybe. Okay, so I need a walk stand to. Whoopsie. I need a walk to stand. I think it's up here. Walk. It's one of these. Walk forward. There it is. This one right here. This one. Because he's gonna say something to him, and then when he turns around, he goes smack him in the face with his gun, knock him on his ass. So I want to have this guy. So right about here. I'm hoping this will work. Something up with the animation on here and next week's exclusive. So hopefully it works. So I need him to stop before he gets to this. That's the problem. All right, so I can actually cut some of this stuff off. One, two, let's see. Let's go back. How far do I have to go back? So I got to figure out. So he starts like right here. So he starts with, so he's on his like left foot here. Yeah. 2.
Back on the tape, it's the path I'm taking it route I'm choosing. I did it my way and kept it solid, proof in the music. It ain't too much I can let them tell me, less you been through it. Every champion got his way to pay for, they say proving it, yes.
Let's see.
Perfection, make every second infectious. I'm in my best in seclusion. To keep the focus at a 10, they'll salute you for that shoot. Watch the folks you let me. I'm moving militant now, fresh off the press. I'm printing Benjamins now.
Maybe I can do it here.
Competition and threat my seat to the ground. I put my name in bold right over the code of my town, cause I've been breaking molds and changing the shape of the sound. To me, no higher praise than being an inspiration. It pushed me through the trials and route to my destination. I'm really 101, for me can be no replacements, and I must confess I'm fueled by underestimations.
I don't like doing this. I really don't. But so I got him stopping on like his right foot right here. His right foot is down, left leg is up. I just find the same exact pose. Another pose is like right here. One of these. Right. The closer I get to it, the better. Hopefully back a little bit. It's just completely on the floor. And I'm just going to break that and delete that. Okay. It's the right foot now. And hopefully I can get a nice good blend. You know, back in the day, I would have to use motion build to do this. Because motion build didn't, I mean, Iclone can do it. I had to get motion build to do it. Sometimes I have to. It just depends on how complex the. You see that? Pop, 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 pop. Now, when you get a pop like this, he's going to tell me to stop. As you can see, so I'm looking for this pose here. See this pose? And I think what happened is I pulled it off too fast. Or pulled it off too slow.
Hey, look. Labels blowing up my line.
One of these. I think what I can do is I'll just take the last pose off of here. I think this will work. So we on the last pose here. The last pose. Right, we're gonna take the last pose off here. We're gonna go back over to content. Go to pose. And we're just gonna snatch this pose and put it over here.
I've been kick pushing on my grind since the pro skate. I don't do a figure that I'm pro hate. Chilling in the cut like a scab, ready to peel. You ain't gotta like it, I promise you gotta deal with us. Used to be friendly, I'm off that and I'm on business. All I've been seeing is flawed jewelry and fake digits. So when I tell them I'm the coldest, it ain't super.
Oh yeah, I got those gestures. I think I got both of them. Yeah, but I trying to remember. I know I got, because I used them in the Demon Hunters Guild when he got them. The dude got in the helicopter, and they did the what's his name? That. And then I got it from there. People were like, "Where'd you get that from?" Like, I got it from here. It's like it's easy. I mean, but I did like a bunch of modifications to mine. I did a lot of modifications to get it to where I wanted.
You see me thumbing through these hunters, getting to it. I told a fat. Do you have magnes? I'ma need that right after that. Please, bet you bleed way before my bread leave. Got them Googling the caption trying to see who said these. Tell these hateful.
So I'm a pose layer, and I'm just gonna just drop this right there.
Walked and always talking what it used to was. Meanwhile, I'm raising up them digits like the booster club. I'm in my
So now these two have the exact same poses here. So now I just got to do direction control, and do the right foot, align. I should have, it should be good. I should be good now.
I just came to tend the garden. I do not intend to stay. Look you in the eyes and let you know that's what I meant to say.
I should be good now.
Don't like to talk about the shit, I like to do it. So while these other hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it. Ain't had to tell them I'm the truth, I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about that shit, I like to do it. So while these other hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it.
Yeah, look, it's like I'm racing on Father Time. Hard to see the vision when you only see dollar signs. Stick to plan A, cause the B feel like compromise.
Right, so
Think
I wanna
this shit
take
sweet, just the life they don't advertise.
this.
Supposed to use your voice, but when you do, you get ostracized. Fucking love it. Oh, I fucking love it.
Ooh,
Land of the free with
song.
free speech, air quotes above it. Speaking of the quotes, don't look at those. We just blow the budget. Made $1 million off these songs. I just wrote another. Yeah, I just wrote another. Yeah, and I just pulled another. Look, I used to solve all my problems with vagina and glossy kisses. Played the game too long, fuck around and I lost the missus. In the pool of lust, in my trunks that ain't cautious, is it? Did she let my life? Got make sure to let karma visit. I'm soul searching, and it's all that my feelings living my soul purpose. I guess that bottle remedies when my soul's hurting. Watching them away these thoughts till my soul surface. Yeah, I let you interpret. Yeah. Yeah.
Why is he?
Yeah.
Why is he still looking back?
You
should not even be looking back anymore.
My friends would give support, but I'm fine now. Public, I don't really say too much, but the grind's loud. Truth is, I never wife her up, but we lie down. How you say you love me when the love seeming inconsistent? Harder to forgive in my heart when I hold resentments. Closer than my fan, read my mind, you would finish sentence. But I'll take the blame, please forgive me, I say repentance. Hope your newest nigga can't prepare for dishonesty. Sweet little lies, chocolate covered in
I think I could
modesty.
just turn this
Playing with my
down
mind, you too good at
right
psychology.
on the body
But
too.
take that up with God, I don't need no apologies. Yeah. I don't need no fucking apologies. Take that shit up with God, man.
Oh wow.
I don't need nothing from you. Going on your way. Yeah. 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 I was looking in the mirror, feel like I'm looking in my past. There was echoes down the hall, questions I ain't get to ask. I know it's family drama, they been mentioning my dad. Seen older sister crying, all I know is that it's bad. Man, I can't, nah. Go to the next beat.
Oh, it's fine. I'll put the camera right here.
Go to the fucking next beat, nigga. I don't want to talk about that shit.
I might have to just animate this. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Put delete. Delete.
Energy's here, you're not ready for the wham. Energy's war, I've never been glam. Energy's sure like
Why is he still looking that way?
straight to the plan. Energy's more than everything, man. Energy's mad, don't mess with the ram. Certain things in life gotta overstand. That's disappointing, don't do this, man. With your energy, yeah, can't do this, man. Energy's here like a
Oh, I know why he's looking that way. All right, let me fix this. Okay, I know what the problem is. All right,
The energy's right, we can do this,
go
man.
Z. Go Z. I need to put everything back to where I had it. I'm about to fix it.
Energy, one. To the energy, one. To the energy,
Right, so this is why his head was acting funny. It's because of this key right here. So delete this key. There we go.
Two bars, flows too fast, two constellation and stars, two laughs, two hearts.
I'm gonna delete this out too.
Two bars, flows too fast, two constellation and stars, two laughs.
Now he should, like, his body and everything should. Oh yeah, I forgot his torso too.
Follow the path, gotta know yourself. There's no one to ask, no one to turn to. Take off your mask. Don't worry, there's no test to pass. Just live, stop taking, just learn to give. Stop.
I saved it. I have
carry on doing my thing. I'll carry on doing my thing till we turn into a myth. Energy, one. To the energy, one. For the energy, one. To the energy.
way. Oh yeah, by the way.
The energy's right and we can do this, man. The energy's right and we can do this, fam. The energy's right and we can do this, man.
Hope you have a nice day. By the way, stop. So right here, break this. Normal break right there. And what I want him to do is I want him to like stop right here. So man, I want to go left 180 or left 180. I think that's what I want. That might be what I want. So let's put this one here. Going in like around. So as soon as he turns around, so maybe do like a full space right here. Oh yeah, by the way, so we're gonna stay right here. By the way. By the way, what? Right. So I think I want to stop it right here. Right as he turns around, that's when he gets it. Then they're just gonna have to flip of him with the gun, and so it's like that's the animation of contact. So that's going to be different. Yeah, this is what I need for the next clip. This part right here. Alright, we go. Let it with this rifle. Right. So stop here. You know, it's gonna be another cutscene. There's gonna be another cutscene. You know, the soldier standing there with his gun going. We don't have to have this to happen. The only thing we want is the reaction of him falling backwards on his ass. That's all we need. It's not what's there, but what I want you to see is important. So I think I pretty much got what I want. Yeah, I got what I want. So let's take this. Now, will it work? I don't know.
Why don't you just stay in my arms tonight?
Good Lord.
Press pause on
Oh.
the fights we had. Oh, won't you just let me hold you so
He's about to get knocked into the cell. I'm about to do it now. Yeah, he's gonna get knocked into the cell. Just let me build it up.
Seeing things from all these angles, we waste our time talking about everything. Just
He's about to get knocked on his ass. Where's the animation at anyway? Where is it? There it is.
We can do it, we're together. feather, never ever. War zone, gonna fly with she in heavy. Suddenly we see the same. Why don't you just stay in my arms tonight? Why don't we press pause on the fights we had? Oh, won't you just let me hold you sometime? We need to stop this bleeding. When we put all this fine, yeah, we can do much better. I don't
Yeah,
want
that's what's about to happen.
just to be right instead of being close to you. Stop it, might be losing us. I know this heart is not who we are. Come on, baby, we got this. Cause whatever, forever, we can do it together. Just rise, fall nice. You and me be lighter than a feather. Never ever. War zone, gonna fly with shit in heavy. Suddenly we see the same. I am ready.
You just won't see this part. The only part you're going to see it is.
Let's get closer. Will you open up for me?
The only thing you're going to see is like this part right here.
More than ever.
This is more like it right here.
Why don't you just stay in my arms tonight? Why don't we press pause on the fights we had? Oh, won't you
There we go.
just
Let me delete this.
sometime? We need to stop this bleeding.
If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and
There you
spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. Scratching my nutsack, dropping rap like rap. I stepped outside of my show and got robbed by one of them thug cats. Hopped on stage and someone yelled out, "Use a rag." For one to hear a I beat it like a punch bag. Fun fact, people jump me
Oh,
like
you won't
bounce
be here,
castle.
but-
What I gotta do for it to happen?
Yeah, this can get weird. I think it's smack.
When the crowd laughed and said about my dash pass and someone walked
Thanks,
past
man.
me
Make
and
sure
said,
you
"Damn,
right
you
here.
sad bastard."
I had to fix his arm and stuff. His arm is hitting. But this is basically what it's gonna be. So I gotta put like
It's part of the pot you pissed him, part of ways with him and left not a drop of wisdom. Been caught slipping, the cardinal smart victim of convicts, criminals, and cogs in the cop system. Once thought I was cool in my market brand, skinny jeans till a chick pulled them down and nickname my mini me. If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad
So I'm going
decisions
to,
and thinking that I'm the.
release him.
I'm staring at the ceiling, debating boxing
look.
race merits. Watching parent MCs copy Eminem's parents. It's apparent I'm destructive with the thoughts that I've been sharing. I'm a tad awkward in circles. My social cues considered barren, narrow-minded, and criminal intentions when I mention that my pen game's the only way I'll make it to a pension. Kamikazation of the problem in correlation with the
Don't
root
want the
of
camera
all
right
evil.
there.
Of the tree of Eden, tearing at its fruit is for my people. Consumed with inner demons for my coke, shooting hoop dreams, praying that they breaking through the roof. It's a middle finger if you talking, but never do a damn thing. Take a swing, man. I'm crazy and confused and deranged. Considered clinically insane, but where's the proof? I'm a bastard in the booth, captain of a sinking groove, riding out the waves of boat, overcoming
here
what you
would be
do.
fine.
Do.
So I just want to capture like turning around.
Life took a sour turn. I be rich and
Right,
rolling
turn
baller
around,
and
get up.
hollering at your girl. I be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the.
Yeah, that's fine. Camera hurt. Camera. In here. Camera there. Preview. So what I'm gonna do with him, click on him real quick. With him, I don't think I do too much with him. I mean, I can like probably like take this. I could break this, so I don't need that. I'm gonna delete this off. I'm gonna put a track right here. I need to get him. I need to break this right here. Pull this down. And delete this. All right, so I'm just gonna take him. This is gonna work. All right, so I'll probably have to like I just have to do a separate. I'm gonna like do a separate scene with him. Do a whole different separate scene. But the fact that I got this, I mean, we're just gonna work with this right now. Then we just have to split the part where he hits him in the face. I pretty much got this set. So let me see how this looks. That's fine. I don't want to see no popping or nothing going on here. That's what I was looking for. Any type of funky stuff going on. It looks fine. So take this. We're going to flatten everything first. Then merge everything second. Then flatten everything again. So I'm going to start with working with him first. All right, man. I'm about to give me something to drink. I'll be right back, folks.
Plenty time that I could've died. Lucky Sonny Slim got 100 lives. Knock the rings out and I'ma fit my pinky with it. Fuck a Jada Pinkett, I get jiggy with it. You with it, then we can get it going. Talking big shit, and you just to see me cold head of the state, and I cannot be demoted. I put his head on the stake and make him hold it 2 off the meter. Can't say too many ways that I need her. It's a bread on the plate, she a eater. Need some bread on the plate for the feature. I'm a beast, look boy, I'm a creature. Ain't no money to make for me being tame. For I tell on myself I'm a plea insane. There's some folks in here with me, yo, keep it chain, and I swear. They keep talking all around my head, I hear it all day. I hope nobody don't tell the end alright. Cause I'm a sinner to hell and then y'all wait. Gon' probably send me to hell, I need peace sign. For my shoulder, devils on east side. Now who's stronger, man, I'm getting deep fried. But I'm colder than a white polar until I'm over. Trying to stay woke in a high full of sleepers. I can leave earth anytime, no allegiance. Fuck all these hoes on that line too egregious. Had to be real one time for the region. I cannot get peace someday. Or just a little sleep someday. I know we gon' eat someday. And if the time divine, it won't be too late. Now it's a balance I've been trying to figure. In and out at times in my little feelings. My Valentine ain't want no dealings. And I can't blame you about that really. Cause ain't too much stable going on. Ain't nobody to save you on your own. I done took out a page from Rolling Stones. Advice might short the days and write the songs. Meanwhile, I'll engage in other things. Dazing off the other dreams. Another page, another ream, and I still can't explain just what I see. Maybe I went made to walk, the wings fell off, and now I'm trapped inside the thought. They birthed the flaw. Glad they brought the church to talk, cause I need something to believe in. So make me believe. They keep talking all around my head, I hear it all day. I hope nobody don't tell the end alright. Cause I'm a sinner to hell and then y'all wait. Gon' probably send me to hell, I need peace sign. For my shoulder, devils on east side. Now who's stronger, man, I'm getting deep fried. But I'm colder than until I'm over trying to stay.
I'm back. Get this. Add it on. Cut it off for some reason. Alright. Some more real estate here.
You got me going into overdrive. Too busy, can you leave a message by the tone? You got me wrapped around in summertime. Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
I need to know we'll fall in love right here and now. Call me up whenever you're feeling low. Stimulate your mind, we can take it slow. You got me
So I'm pull this over here again. I'm going to get this. Get this. Get all these. That is the right one. Should be good.
You're taking way too long, it's overtime. No lucky strikes, you're all it takes to be in my zone. So show me something, just a little sign. Yeah, yeah, I'm always ready, so just tell me when to go. Call me up whenever you're feeling
Put that on the base layer. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. I'll just do a layer on top of her.
You got me going crazy now.
That should be on. Accupose. I learned something new. It was something up here. Pose alignment. Yeah. I need to figure out, I need to understand this a little bit more. But yeah, something called pose alignment. Here. I don't know where we'll use reset keys, so I'll put another one here. I'll go ahead and put another one right here. So what a reset key here. And we'll call her.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna just quick. Fun.
Niggas get chipped like cicados in a wave through the hood. Now sounding like vibrato. Why you eat bread with avocado? We be trying to die shells before it landed our tomato.
Yeah.
Singing all my sorrows on Apollo. I been trying to pave the way, but they didn't tell me it was
So I'm gonna take this.
America ain't dreaming if it's
Go
scheming
here.
with the birth. Every nation came from black niggas.
This.
We all know it's black nigga genius. Everybody got a culture, they be black by convenience.
Hold on, my nigga. You
On this. Same thing over here. It goes to, okay, cool. Now let's try to move this, see what happens. Nothing.
Sounding like a real nigga anthem. Shawty's on my wallet, now she think a nigga answer. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No, I can never trick on a bitch unless the bitch is my bitch with a kiss on my lips like, I am not a pimp with a lip, I'm a man with a gift and I'm doing my shit like, Tell them other niggas I'm the nigga, I'm the man in the city and my bank account bigger and my body count bigger. That's without a doubt, nigga. I'm 100 steps ahead, that's a lot of mouth, nigga. That's a lot of clout, nigga. What you all about, nigga? What your dollar amount, nigga? You a boy out, nigga. I'm a big dog. Tell the truth, I don't get y'all. The shit sounding corny. Motherfucker, turn this shit off, bro. I can't rap how everybody else rap, bro. Everybody talking about hoes, cars, clothes, chains, and money. That shit corny as fuck, bro. Oh, God, I don't want to rap about that corny ass shit.
Okay, so I go to the right arm and get rid of all that extra stuff I put on there. Just delete this off. Cool. Place point to a cell. Cool. Should have had him like stand there for a couple of seconds. Should have. I think I probably still can. There you go, Quasi. He's finally going into the room. Pull these. I'm going to pull these forward a little bit. There you go. Let me see what I can do to him.
Finally get paid for the get down. You can't tell me shit now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down? Vibes I done sent out, but we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target. Soon I'll be crossing that bridge, but can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road is all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth, cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float on fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I just out with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger.
Alright, so let's say I'm gonna do something with his hands. So
that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the dough.
pose layer right here.
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the bands at the last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you and be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then, and I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valued as what it was.
Alright, so I get his hands to
I still hear poetry when I'm looking into
just play around with his hands.
So much to find.
I'll tell you what, I'll do this with his hands. Elbow, use gestures. Go over to templates. Go over to hand gestures. They gotta relax when they're somewhere. I know for a fact they gotta relax when it's gotta find it. There we go. That looks better. So right here, let's go ahead. Let's go over to poses. Male pose. So go over to modify panel. Where's modify? There it is. I'm gonna grab edit motion layer. I want the right side. Actually, do this. Turn it off. This, turn it off. So what I want to do is go back to content, and I want to use this. Why did they do that? Reset here. And another reset here. Alright, so this will be what I'll work on right here. It's right there. What I want to do is I want to back up to content, go back up to the hand gestures. And I want this one. It comes up that way. That's fine. You don't want to go back to that relaxed one that I had a little while ago. It was. This one will work. There's got another one in here that looks better. That works. So right here, we're going to take his hands. I'm going to have to go to Accupose and do this. So back to modify, go back to Accupose, I'm going to click all these buttons here.
Back up on my grizzly on my bar. Yeah, yeah. Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah, yeah. Fake energy, that's where you lost him. If you come around, it's time it costs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't trust nobody, no, we all fucked up. I don't trust nobody, only God I trust. Over traumatized, so the squad might bust. Probably catch a body, then the squad locked up. Look, I've been in my head, I don't know which way to turn now. Thought it was forever, but relationships are turn out. And I'm sick
I can't do
of
it this
trying,
way.
I start to feel the burnout.
I have to
That's a lesson that I
turn
learn
this
now.
off.
Back up on my grizzly on my bar. Yeah, yeah. Ask me how I'm
Maybe
doing awesome. Yeah, yeah. Fake energy, that's where you lost him. If you come around, it's time it costs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Back up on my grizzly on my barge. Yeah, yeah. Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah, yeah. Fake energy, that's where you lost him. If you come around, it's time it costs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doing well now, I let go cause I wasn't held down. False claimants, false friends, yeah, they everywhere now. I just move in silence, I don't kiss and tell. Now let me get that back. I just move in silence, I don't kiss and shh. Look, life ain't come with manuals. Old friends, I wish them well. Close the coffin, hit the nail. Had to change the personnel. Keeping distance, he can tell. Giving distance, he can tell. Find my peace and laugh behind these raps while the speakers swell. Back up on my grizzly on my bar. Yeah, yeah. Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah, yeah. Fake energy, that's where you lost him. If you come around, it's time it costs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Back up on my grizzly
so
on my
grab
bar.
this.
Yeah, yeah. Ask me how I'm doing
Widget.
awesome. Yeah, yeah. Fake energy, that's where you lost him.
Oh, down.
If you come around, it's time it costs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And rotate. And take this elbow here. Do the same thing over here. Like this. That in.
Yeah, 10 out of 10,
There.
let's wait.
It's
I
all
been
locked
on
in.
big on the pigs out of state.
This.
Research check out the
It's
back of
off.
my place. I rep so heavy, you tell
On.
what I take. Still I'm on that for the long run. That name that you got, say the right one. Don't try me, I rap like a python. Had enough of the talk, let me hustling. Got my name up, came up off of nothing. Jersey gon' hang up like Jane, cause I'm chosen. Need my necklace and wrist, sit frozen. Getting bread out the game like I throwed it. It don't make me no bigger to show it. Fuck a stack, cause I'm here for the trophy.
Widget. Oops. Wrong thing. Widget. Oh crap. Come on, man. Grab this. Push this. Way. Push this down this way. And one thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this key on the torso. Maybe get rid of. I'm probably going to get rid of one on the leg too. Leg. Those two. I think everything else is pretty much fine. Probably have to do a little posing on this arm. A little bit more posing on the arm right here. I think it's all with the hand here. Oof. Oof.
Hey, yeah. Where do we go? After our summer went cold. Coming in hot, I was playing it slow. Letting our story unfold. Baby, I know. Stunting outside, just stunted our growth. Oh, cause all rainbows don't end with a pot of gold. Yeah. You wanted something from me, wasn't giving shit back.
Maybe
I ain't giving that back. Taking my time, I was giving you slack. Too deep in, I gotta unpack.
Yeah, take
It's
the
all
work.
in the past now, baby, that's that. Said you ain't doing no wrong, that's cat. Still trying to dodge
All
all
I'm
the
about to
hoes in
do
the
is
crack since you left here with me when you turn your back.
okay.
All I got was love.
We're gonna use the wrong thing for the. Let me delete this out. Oops, I delete the gestures. Let me do that. Let me delete this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the edit motion layer instead.
After our summer went cold, coming in hot, I was playing it slow, letting our story unfold. Baby, I know, stunning outside, just stunning our grow. Oh, cause all rainbows don't end with a pot of gold. Where do we go? Coming in hot, I was playing it
The
slow,
problem is that
letting our story unfold.
the body
Baby, I
part, right?
know,
Body part.
oh, cause all rainbows don't end with a pot of gold. I guess that fairy tale ending
I
ain't
think
really
I
come
think this
true.
will work better.
I'd rather be 6 feet deep than be stuck with you. Everything's blue, everything's through. I know you can feel it too. And all I got was nothing. I know you can feel it too. All I got was nothing. And all I got was nothing. I know you can feel it too.
Damn, keep hitting the wrong damn button. Keep hitting Z and Z takes the fucking thing off. I'm gonna lock this, and get this, and pull this elbow in. Oops. Come on, man. Just want to get this widget. There you go. Push his elbow in this way. Pull his arm out now.
She from the city, she call it the bitty. She be hanging with the bloods and I can sit
Yeah, this is better than Accupose. It's just too uncontrollable.
But she always hit me up and trying to get with me. Is that what you want?
He has a constraint on his he has a constraint on his head. That's why Accupose getting that weird, these weird popping.
Is that what you like? Give it to me. She ain't never got time, I got good pussy. She ain't trying to
I should have made the pose first. That's what I should have did. Then put it on.
And she always checking in, see what's up with me. Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like? Give it to me. Is that what you want?
If you don't have any problems with this fucking arm.
Is that what you like?
It keeps on going in when I try to push it out.
And no pussy good, she ain't ran through. But she got a bag, that's a big move. And she
I think
come around with some good news. Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like? Give it to me. Is that what you want? Is that what you need?
It'll work.
Is that what you like? Give it to me. Told her mama and the daddy she a blessing. She ain't with the drama, she ain't messy.
So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna copy this. Oops. Alright, so I'm gonna take this whole key here. I'm gonna copy this over here.
Is that what you like? Give it to me.
I'm gonna take this hand.
Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like? Give it to me. Is that what you want? Is that what you need?
I didn't lock the
Is that what you like?
There you go. Now I can lock
Give it
that.
to me. Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like? Give it to me.
It's for somebody special. Yeah. Can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you're special. Can't wait it out tonight. Yeah. Can't believe it's so.
Move this over there. So
20 nights been so. Baba don't lose composure. Yeah. Girl, my champion lover. Would you wait for me, girl? Yeah. Cause now you did cross my mind. Would you wait for me, girl? I know, ain't no distance, ain't no time to get me back to you. Coach, yeah, give me coach, yeah, coach, yeah, to get me back to you. Coach, yeah, coach, nah, coach, yeah, to get me back to you. Cannot deny, say,
well, the FK mode is fucking is really messing with me. Let's see if this is better. Oh, this is way better.
You did cross my mind. Would you wait for me, girl? I know, ain't no distance, ain't no time to get me back to you. Coach, coach, nah, coach, yeah, get me back to you. Oh, nah, coach, nah, coach, yeah, to get me back to you.
Okay, that didn't hold for shit. All right, so I think what it is like this is going too fast. All right, so we got this. Well, what I could do, I can get rid of this. No, Control Z. Maybe not do this. My fingers acting goofy. Fingers, right, left finger. So fingers in there acting funky. I think it's on this one. Yeah, this one. The fingers acting funky. So I'm gonna activate mode and just pull these fingers in. There you go. So extra. I don't see nothing. What I should do is delete the animation off of should delete the animation off his left arm for this part right here, because it's like he's doing some weird bullshit right here. Up yours. See, it's happening like right here. So I think that this right here needs to be broken. Let's see if I can fix this. And right here needs to be broken. He like does this like this little pop right there. I don't know if this might fix it. I think that fixed it. I think I can take this, copy this. Paste it right here. Come on, man. Paste. Fuck. I gotta merge these two damn things back together. Then take this. Take this. Make a copy of it right here. There we go. Now I can go back. Break it here. And slide this in right there. Then blend it out. Let's see if that's, hopefully that'll work. So I made a copy of this. This right here. And it right there. These out. Fozzie says he's laughing his ass off. He said face fuchsia tongue out. Ready to see what sort of chaos this man's about to create in Christmas. Hey, you about to create the dot. You about to do some shit. I just have to build it up to get it there. Actually, I think this is a better shot right here. I think I will have a shot. This one. Fuck you, bud. I think it's moving too fast. I may have to retime this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right about here. I don't know. Gotta think about what I'm gonna do here. Should I have him flick him off, or should I just have him just walk? He's gonna say something. Here's your new roommate, son. Now get that ass in there. Yeah, and fuck you too. Say, wait a second, I forgot to tell you something. Got to tell me what? So I guess we'll stop right there. Let me go stop. And I guess that's where I can catch that camera right there. It's 21, right? Do this like. So I gotta like take his head. That's why I need to get some voices for these characters. The voices will help me time it out a little bit better than I'm doing right now. So yeah. Thank you, folks, for putting the likes and the $2 super chat today I got from Quasi. Thank you, sir. If you like what you see, hit me up. Hit me with a like, folks. Get that algorithm working. What?
Do not get in my way. You cannot drop in my lane. Tires is burning the pain. You don't have nothing to say. This is how legends are made. I know I got what it takes. And I'm not pumping the brakes. And I'm not pumping the brakes. I'm too competitive. I like the narrative. I don't know best in the league. Who you comparing with? That isn't competitive. Top of the tournament is me. How you moving so on the speed? I just been bringing the heat. I just been bringing the fire.
I'm just laughing at some posts people have made. People made some posts and stuff. I'm just laughing at it, man. Shit. I'm on 3 hours now, man. Shit. 3 hours now. 3 hours on 4. At least I got this blocked in. I mean, it's not making no sense now. But once I get some editing going on and get some timing done, it's gonna look good. This whole scene is very important because I want him to turn around. He's gonna make a stop. I'm probably going to do like 3 different camera cuts or something. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna figure out something though. Cause I do want this shot when he goes like what, and then he turns around. But I definitely got to because you see his face. I gotta actually put some flavor into his face.
They thought I was underdog. I did not fear not one of y'all.
They thought I was
What do you
underdog.
want?
I did not fear
And
not one
then
of
that's
y'all.
when he gets
They
hit in the
thought I
face.
was
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going
underdog. I did
to
not fear not one of y'all.
save
They
this.
thought I was underdog. I did not fear not one of y'all.
I'm going to save
I like
this.
the narrative that I'm the best in the league. Who you comparing with? That isn't fed them top of the throne, it is me. How you moving so on the speed? I just been bringing the heat. I just been bringing the. I just
Yeah,
been bringing the.
you know,
Bringing the.
it's like, I mean, you got, it's like, you all can see what I'm doing with the camera, but when everything gets edited and cut down and everything, it's going to look exactly how I want it to look. So I'm not too busy. It's just like, I know what I want. It's just y'all seeing me in the process. I mean, this is all y'all just seeing me in the process of making this. You know, yeah, you probably been doing an howling and ooh until actually everything is finally rendered and cut and all that other stuff. So that's when you all be like, oh damn, that does look good. Water. His eyes should be like adjusting, looking forward as his head turns back this way. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff I gotta do. I mean, I gotta put life into the characters. I mean, the characters do have life as in the movement, but you really don't get that extra life in the character if you start doing the facial animation. Once you get the facial animation in, and the facial animation looking just right, then these characters start to come alive. But none of these characters at this point have no facial animation. So you know I'm gonna have to do more passes on this, on everything I've done so far to make everything come alive. And like I said, all you guys are seeing is me like blocking all this stuff in. When the final product comes, you're gonna be like, damn, that is not pretty good. All right, folks, I gotta give me something to eat. Gotta make me something to eat. We've been on for 3 hours. And if I'm feeling a little better, I'll probably come back. I'm definitely gonna go out here and make me something to eat. Gonna find me something, eat it. And thank you guys for showing up today. I had a great stream today. Thank you guys for really showing up. And thanks Quasi for that $2 super chat. I'd like to thank Jada for the I'd like to thank both Jada and Quasi for the conversation. We had a good conversation about who's this? Oh, that was you. It's Spencer. Hey, what's up, Hunter? Didn't see you sneak in here, man. I had a good conversation with you guys today about Earnhardt, movies, comics. You know, yeah, I had a great conversation with you guys. Love your stuff. I love it when I come here and stream and I have a good conversation with you guys. And I hope you guys will show up. I think tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. I might take a day or two off next week. You know, but come on back, folks. I'll be here. I'm working on the scene, and we're almost to the part when they break out. So we're another week of that shit. But I did set up the scene where he arrives at the station. I got that scene set up. I was working on that the other day, and I got the ship he's gonna be on. We'll probably redo the ship. Probably be him a different ship. But I need to get the. Because when the ship, like he's on the ship, he's gonna arrive there at this station where that place where he's at. After he gets there, when he gets there, they got to go into a airlock. They just land there, then get off the ship. So I have the airlock, I have the ship, I have the characters, I have everything set up for that. Because I want to do the part where he arrives at the station. Because I have to have a setting, right? I don't have a setting yet of where this all taking place. The setting is a space station, which is basically a prison in space, in deep space. And we're gonna have a shot where the ship is flying in with him on it. He's all cuffed up when they land. He gets off. He's gonna have the green cyborg behind him. And they can get escort. Then he's gonna escort him. He's gonna escort him to a cell. From there on. So I gotta do that part because that part makes sense because like it's gonna be like some voiceovers going on with this character as he talks about what's going on, how he got here, and all this other stuff. So a lot more to do. And I still gotta go back and work on archive because I went through my Demon Hunters Guild stuff, but then my 2 or 3 months on that. Now it's time for me to switch over and go back to archive. I work on archive from basically August to October. Then I switch back over to Demon Hunters Guild. All right. Then I switch over. Then when the first year get here, then I'll probably switch back over and do when 2026 come on, yeah, I'll probably switch back over and do this. You know, but it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to do this shit. You know, I'm trying to do 2 films at once. I'm only one person, one human being doing one thing, and hopefully I ain't got too much longer to work on this to make something decent to crowdfund on. But anyway, folks, thank you guys for showing up. This is your boy Won't Done. Hope you guys see you in the future. Have a nice, wonderful, peaceful, and blissful day. I'm gonna go out and make me something to eat. And you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out, folks. Thanks for coming.
The future, where the battle's raging loud, comes a hero, standing strong and proud. Jeffrey Coleman, with DNA remade, part man, part toad, a legend now displayed. With his blast stone weapon, a nano fist in hand, he leaps through time to defend the land. Evil amphibious toads won't get their way. Terminator Toad is here to save the day. He's Terminator Toad.